Hello, hello. Welcome to Audio Addiction. If you're new here, my name is Brandon. Welcome. Of course, I'm joined by my two co-hosts, Alex and Therese. How's it going?
Hi.
What's up?
Alex has returned, so very excited. But tonight we're gonna be jumping into EXO, a highly rated group that y'all have been asking for. So I'm stoked that we finally can jump into them. Um, But yeah, thanks to everyone who voted on previous polls about EXO. We have finally done it. So very excited to jump into them and get get them, finally on the channel and stuff like that. So very cool. Um, I don't know if we have any sort of housekeeping. I know we do probably plan on uh streaming, or at least I plan on streaming probably like later this week. And then as well as that, if you want to just kind of keep it in the know, we have a Discord. Youfull luckily has put that in the chat. So if you are new and you are watching this, come hang out. Come join us live. This is the best way to give us all of the information you possibly can. So be really sick if you're here. But yeah, we're doing EXO. What do you all know about EXO? Because I really
Yeah.
don't know
I
much about
mean,
any of them.
for those of us who might be new to this video, it kind of seems like we just get the fandoms of each as we come out with
As they come
new
on.
deep
Yep.
dives. We are filthy multi-stands. We like a lot of different K-pop groups and bands in general, music in general. Um, I have always been aware of EXO, but being the notorious ARMY, I had kind of been steered away from a lot of their discography by other people in the fandom.
Hmm.
I have checked out their music on my own. There's quite a few songs that I really, really like from EXO that I know, but I don't think I've checked out their like full discography or given them as much attention as like a typical third gen boy group stan would have. So I'm pretty curious. I know a few of the members. I don't think I know all the members. I also know there's a lot of drama surrounding SM and their treatment of EXO. I don't know any of that. I've tried to piece it together with some basic Google research, but still pretty new. Definitely help us out if we get anything wrong.
Yes, for sure. Alex, what about you?
Um, I would say I'm pretty familiar
Hmm.
with
Okay.
their music. As far as like title tracks go, I've definitely listened to quite a bit of EXO, but it's probably mostly in the form of title tracks,
Hmm.
and probably also mostly in the form of their more popular title tracks. I know a handful of the members. I really like Kai and Baekhyun. And I'm aware of Suho and Chen and Lei and Dio, and that's where my brain runs out of capacity. But I know there are several other talented members. So obviously, I'm not the most well versed, but I'm aware.
Okay.
We're gonna learn tonight.
We are. We are. I don't really know too much about EXO. I can't remember if we've gotten any B sides on street on past Chaos streams. I don't think so, if I'm not mistaken. So this is all gonna be pretty new to me. So
The
I'm
only
excited.
familiarity you should have with EXO, I think, at this point is Super M,
Yes, correct.
Oh,
Yep.
true.
because
Super.
there are EXO members in Super M.
Yep. I have heard some Lay solo songs in Super M. Okay, cool. Well, I'm sure I'm gonna be able to maybe not point him out or maybe point him out in streams. We'll find out.
It's a
I
lot of
feel like
members.
It's a lot of members,
at
yeah.
at the time I started paying attention to the EXO members, I only knew Lay outside of EXO, which is
Oh,
kind of unfair, but also he makes really good solo music, so I can't be too mad.
hmm, okay. And I guess if chat knows, they're are they active still or are they?
Yeah,
Okay.
I think Kai is the last one in the military right now.
Hmm.
But they are planning on making a comeback either this year or next
Oh,
year.
okay. Very nice.
And through my copious amounts of research, I learned that they were initially promoted as a Korean slash Chinese group.
Hmm.
So all of the
Okay.
title tracks we're getting into today, which I didn't add the special winter release tracks because it seems like it's special for winter, and I wanted to focus on the official album releases. But with all the tracks that we're listening to today, there are Korean versions and Chinese versions. Sometimes the music video is just the Korean members if it's the Korean version, and just the Chinese members if it's the Chinese version. So I did add a couple of the Chinese members' songs, but for the most part, I used the Korean songs because I assumed that would be the one the fandom is most familiar with.
Okay.
I wouldn't know, so if I'm wrong, I'm wrong. But definitely let us know what other, if you prefer like one version over the other, or if there's a big difference between the two, I guess.
Nice. Okay. Very cool. All right. Yeah. So I guess I did get some answers. They are, most of them are active. So that's good. Well, very exciting. I'm sure, like I said, if your guys are watching this in the past, feel for you to come join us in future parts. That's the best way to give us that info. So be really sick. And Nelify says, I will say that when it was XOK and XOM, not every member of XOM was Chinese. Okay.
Right.
Very interesting.
And those are the two. The XOK was the Korean subunit, and XOM was the Chinese subunit.
Okay. And then Kaylee says XOM had 2 Korean members in it. Okay. Very nice. All right. Well, I feel like we should probably jump into it. Therese, what we got on our playlist for tonight?
Sure. Thanks to Kaylee and Youthful for helping me sort out their discography. I also used a little timeline to make sure I was getting everything in the right order. Today we're doing What is Love, History, Mama, Wolf, Growl, Overdose, Call Me Baby, Love Me Right, Sing For You, Lucky One, Monster, Lotto, and Lay's solo debut, Lose Control. I believe it's his solo debut. I don't want to do all of the solo songs from all of the members, but if you guys give me your favorite solo songs from each of the 12 members, I'll gladly add it. I just didn't want to get into the whole discography of 12 different guys because that's a lot.
That is a lot, yeah.
I was surprised by the solo song included.
Yeah, I figure we need more Lay in our lives, right? Because I know at some point he's not in the group, so I don't know.
Right. So are you adding the solo songs as we go through the discography in chronological order, or is the
That
Lay
was
one
my
just
idea.
because? Okay.
Ooh,
Yeah,
okay.
and then the one we would get into next week would be the CBX unit.
Ooh, okay. Very nice.
So that's
They have
my thought process.
They have a lot of very good solo music.
I believe it. I mean,
I would
I've
say
checked out
like
all of
my
it.
I think more of my listening of EXO and EXO related stuff in the last couple of years, obviously because of military and stuff, but like has been in the form of their solo stuff. It's been a lot of good songs.
Yeah. His Al says Sehun doesn't have one, the only one. Okay. So keep an eye out. Huh. All right. Well, let's keep it going. It looks like we got What Is Love to start off. So
I believe this was a pre-debut track as well as History.
Very nice. All right, cool. Let's see what it's about.
Girl, I can't explain what I feel. 느껴지게 만들지 너만 있으면 영화 속의 주인공 널 보려 달려가는 액션씬이라도 찍을 것처럼 난 마치 영웅이 된 것처럼 넌 내게 완벽 상상해보았어 함께라면 어떨까 yeah. 난 너만 괜찮다고 말해주면 모두 완벽해 Oh baby I lost my mind 날 부러워해 너를 가진 내가 질투나 죽겠나봐 해가 가고 달이 가도 절대 안 변해 난 보기보다 우직하게 믿을 남자라는 걸 넌 알게 될 테니까 I don't know why 절대적인 이 감정을 내가 생각조차 했을까 내 곁에 있을 때 난 점점 대단한 남자가 되고 빛나는 걸 I lost my mind 너를 처음 만났을 때 너 하나 빼고 모든 것은 getting slow motion 내게 말해줘 이게 사랑이라면 매일 그대와 수많은 감정들을 나눠주고 배워가며 싸우고 울고 안아주고 내게 말해줘 이게 사랑이라면 간절히 바라고 바란다면 이루어질까 동화 얘기처럼 영원한 둘만의 happy ending happily ever after 나만은 널 믿어주고 지켜주고 달래줄게 네 편이 될게 네 곁에서 절대 안 떠나 I lost my mind 너를 처음 만났을 때 너 하나 빼고 모든 것은 getting slow motion 내게 말해줘 이게 사랑이라면 매일 그대와 수많은 감정들을 나눠주고 배워가며 싸우고 울고 안아주고 내게 말해줘 이게 사랑이라면 세상 남자들 모두 날 부러워해 너를 가진 내가 질투나 죽겠나봐 My baby 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 널 알아보는 것 이게 사랑인 걸까 널 자주 웃게 만들고 친구처럼 널 가장 편하게 만들 거야 My baby 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 말해줘 내게 원했어
The one hand reaching out.
All right, cool. Very nice. All right, well, that was EXO, What is Love, to start off. Very nice. Thanks for joining. I guess I'll go first since obviously
Your
I
first ever EXO
first
song.
ever EXO song. Wow, if this is where the starting point already, I think it's only going to obviously move up from there. Yeah, XOK, excuse me. Yeah, this was crazy. I think I'm always impressed whenever we go into these like groups that have insane vocal skill and just like out the gate you already know like the type of song you're going to get into to some degree. And I know I've made this comment in the past, but I think I think it means more in this group styling versus I think other ones that we've covered where the instrumental is good and I like it, but I feel like the star of this song is obviously the vocals, and they wanted to kind of build so much around how strong the vocals are, and you can tell, like you can just tell that it's like the main focal point of what they're trying to put together, and so I really appreciate the fact that you just get to hear them sing, and it's just ultimately highlighted in a song like this. Um, I don't know who's in XOK, so if chat wants to let me know who's in it, but man, there were some like really great like pop off vocal moments. I think as well as that, I don't know who had kind of more of the like raspy kind of tone. There was like one of the members that had like a little bit more of a like a little bit of a yeah, I guess rasp is the best word to describe it, but he had like incredible vocals. Um But yeah, this was really impressive. Everybody that was a part of XOK just had a fluidity to their vocals where it was just put together super well. And um, yeah, I enjoyed this a lot. This is a good start. It does like Yuful said that Suo, Baekhyun, Cheon, Dio, Kai, and Sehun are the people a part of that. So, um, yeah, I thought they were all incredible. I don't know if I have one that stood out to me the most, other than whoever had kind of more the raspier tone. But overall, I thought it was super impressive. For given it's roughly 12 years old, so it's impressive.
It's 12 years old is kind of funny because I was like thinking for some of the scenes in the video, I was like, what is this like? What does this scene remind me specifically of? And I was like, it reminds me kind of like old girls' generation music videos in the way that
Mm,
like stage like scenes are set up and like props and stuff. And then I was like, oh wait, same company, like same-ish year. Of course, it reminds me a little bit of the way
Yeah.
that girls' generation videos was. That was kind of fun. I've heard this song before, but I have not seen the video. It is very 2012. I see it. The outfits are screaming 2012, maybe even a little earlier.
mm,
The song's great. The song is really fun. It's cool. I think Beautiful mentioned in chat. It's over 4 minutes long. It's doesn't feel like it drags though. It's just like a slow jam, and where the instrumental is cool, but it really doesn't do anything that it doesn't need to. You know what I mean? Like there's no extra fluff in the instrumental at all.
Oh, right. Yeah.
Um, it's not distracting from the vocals, which is obviously the main idea here. Is like the vocal range and the vocal power and the harmonies and the really good layers they did. What SM does a really good job of is their vocal mixing. EXO is a great example of where they will layer vocals, not necessarily harmonize, but they will layer vocals using different members, which is really cool because you get that like really like fat, like wide sounding vocal, but it's not necessarily like a harmony with two different notes. It's just multiple members singing the same thing at the exact same
Hmm.
notes.
mm.
It's just a cool touch because it gives a lot of character to the to like the top line of the song. This is fun. I mean, it's fun in like a if you're in the mood for like a slow jammy kind of R&B, you know, kind of song.
For sure. Therese?
Yeah. Uh, I've never heard this before, and it's kind of crazy that this was like their pre-debut track for XOK. I know Baekhyun and Kai pretty well. I think I know Chen's vocals, but I think the person that surprised me or like impressed me the most was Dio in this one.
Mm.
And I only know Dio from like I don't know. I guess Variety. I watched him recently on Eun Eungi's like hangout show, the drinking
Oh,
show.
yeah.
Um, and I mostly was like, I feel like I should know that guy. Who's that guy? And then I was looking it up, like, oh, Dio. Okay. I don't know if I've checked out a bunch of his solo stuff, but I really liked his voice here. Um, I really liked the melody, the repeating melody in the back. I thought it gave me enough to hold on to while we're just taking for a ride with those vocals. Um, and yeah, I think it was obvious what they were showcasing here. I'm honestly not surprised. Like I knew that they were amazing vocalists, so um it met expectations for sure.
Did want to say that I'm definitely not going to do a great job of recognizing the members that I do know, but the members that I was able to recognize in this video is obviously Baekhyun and uh, Kai pretty easily for me, just because I
Yeah,
feel
they
like
haven't changed
the
much.
yeah the things I know them for they've been doing since the
Yeah.
beginning, so very easy to pick out for me. Um, yeah, I think that was it.
Nice, nice. Um, And some people were saying that there was some lore with the eclipse and superpowers. So, okay,
Mm.
very nice. Thank you,
I do
Hazel.
want to talk. Oh, I got too excited. I do want to talk a little bit about their lore because I have been on a personal venture into K-pop lore
I
since
was
the
gonna
beginning.
ask, but I was afraid to because I
Um,
know EXO kind of
EXO kind of
it kind
changed
of
the game.
started the whole like
Lore.
they're very responsible for, I would say, the way lore is today.
Yeah,
Mm,
exactly,
okay.
exactly.
But
Like
I
they
don't know the
weren't
first thing about it, and I'm not gonna pretend to.
they weren't the first to do lore in K-pop, of course, but they were the most committed to lore
Mm,
Sure.
at the beginning. I believe the rumor mill has said that um Isuman had a dream, or maybe he saw a report about uh, a bunch of UFO sightings, and he had this idea of like, wow, there's been 12 UFO sightings over whatever. What if there were 12 aliens from different planets that came together to form a boy band? I don't know if that's true, but that's what my research led me
what?
down a dark, deep hole of him just like creating lore around kind of like extraterrestrial people. Like idols are already considered the 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 best of the best human beings, and so if he's considering them as like, well, they're from a different planet, they're from the exoplanet,
Oh,
um and I believe they all have their own superpowers, which are either related to elements or like time manipulation and stuff like that. I know Kai can teleport, and they use those superpowers in their choreography, in their music videos, in
And in
mm,
Super
like
M,
in
Super M.
variety,
Yeah.
and stuff like that. Yeah. So I think they're really cool. It's like such a cool concept that had kickstarted that, oh, people like this lore stuff. Let's add it to other groups.
Mm,
it
okay.
makes sense.
Yeah.
It does.
So I'm excited to see more of that. I don't know a lot about their lore specifically, but I remember reading a lot into the history of lore in K-pop, and they were a huge part of that.
I can't imagine in the sort of speed run EXO deep dive that we're doing here, just because of the nature of how these deep dives have to work. Essentially, is
Yeah.
I wish we had time to do like 200 EXO songs and watch all lore videos, but um, I'm hoping we can get some sort of idea or grasp around the lore. But I can't imagine that are going to fully absorb
All of it. Yeah.
and retain all the lore. So
Yeah.
if anyone has any tidbits or uh you know cool lore facts or anything while we're going, you know,
Yeah.
drop
And
them.
Sarah asked a good question if EXO is part of Kwangya.
I, I don't know. I guess we'll find
Anyone
out.
knows?
Teresa's the Kwangya
Yeah,
expert.
I was gonna say Teresa's a
I
Kwangya.
I've seen NCT in Kwangya, but not EXO.
Oh, okay, okay. Um, it just kind of gives me like Power Rangers type vibe, but with like superpowers, which
Oh,
I'm bored with.
just you wait.
I'm
Next
sure.
week.
Oh man. Also want to give a shout outs to Kelsey. Thanks for hanging out. Just recently discovered your channel. Glad I was able to catch a stream. Well, thanks for joining us. So welcome in.
Welcome.
All right. We're gonna keep it moving. The next one we have here is history. So will we get history about EXO? I don't know. We're gonna find
Oh
out.
yeah, this is the Chinese members pre-debut
This is
song.
EXO
So we're
M.
getting both of, yeah. Or
All right.
Chinese members. I say like Chinese unit, Chinese singing people. I don't I know they're not all Chinese.
Okay, let's go.
Chinese singing people. Mandarin pop.
So the non-Mandarin members, not the non-Mandarin speaking members in this unit, still singing in Mandarin, right?
check it 不成就的鬼 Move it 让谎言作废 No more shaking like that 倒数归零后就会洗净了伤悲自信的敬畏时间还有空间穿越有种无限完美国度的光辉会让我们趁机收费原地踏步过多久追着新的知识点点着是我不可以斗击破放弃在我绝对没路如果我梦里不两头不学他也把你提前go 我将我这个世界的理由 I need you when you want me take your personality 让时间你相信就开始转变的时候 Turn it up 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 你生活的期望对其永远所有都推迟到下一个明天或许明天以后没有未来你学到自由回温都会进的尘埃抓住爱的手爱的手爱的手越爱越完美暖热这个星球我想带着手或许越多优秀我们奔向同一个拥抱进为敌的单身的世界只开始习惯属于一个人的世界渐越来越远和你分割成两片太阳不需要分界线 One more two more three four more 这一瞬间一起寄望一种暴力完美世界现在开始跳动再次跳动还会过多久追着新的知识点点着是我 XOM XOK 来打开我们的未来 History 我梦里不两头不学他也把你提前go 同一颗心在太阳下我们理解无限的延长线 I need you when you want me take your personality every day 我创造了 history
Oh my god. They had an app? That's crazy.
What's that? An iPhone 3?
Yeah, I was gonna say. This was XOM history. Yeah, oh my god. Y'all had a first gen iPhone? Let us know in the comments. Wow, okay. I guess I'll go for this one as well. For this being the first XOM song I listened to, this is a complete switch over in terms of like instrumentals. This song, I was like, okay, it's maybe gonna be like a little more laid back in terms of like the production, but I actually appreciate that a lot. I thought it was really interesting, especially that like it almost sounds like double time in the like pre-chorus. I guess it's like that, like really like da 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 da, like a lot of like
Yeah, it's
rhythm.
quadruple time.
It's quadruple time probably. But I thought that was really unique, and I think it breaks up the song really really interestingly. I also like that there was rapping, which I am a big proponent of rapping within like our groups that we've covered. So I feel like this would be no exception. But I thought this was really diverse. It kind of gives me that typical like things that we expect from K-pop now comparatively. So like this one feels a little bit more closer to what I would associate listening to stuff now, which is really cool. But yeah, no, I thought this was great. This was definitely a lot more high energy, and it definitely brought out a different side of them. I also like the like Mandarin verses as well. I think like there's just a different like tonality and like cadence that you have like speaking in Mandarin, so it was cool to hear that juxtaposition as well. But yeah, this also was another great one. I was very surprised at how catchy this song was. But yeah, overall like this one as well too. So not really surprised.
Yeah,
Did you want to go, Therese?
sure. I love the groove of this one. I definitely prefer the fast songs over the slow songs. So
Mm.
this one's a lot more in my jam. It definitely reminds me of more like second gen K-pop, which I kind of miss. And I really liked Chen's vocals as I expected I would. But yeah, I don't know, there is kind of like more of a novelty to Mando pop or like Chinese sung verses because it has such a different cadence than like English or Korean. And it's a lot more texturally like I don't know, feathery. It sounds really cool, especially hearing it on a fast song. So I know this was released in both languages, I believe. Same with the last video, but I think I'm glad that we checked out the XOM version. Um, Other than that, crazy synths, good stuff. Lays laying down some vocals.
He is laying vocals. You're right. Alex?
All right, I guess it's my turn. Um, I I haven't heard this one before. I don't think. I don't remember hearing this before. I liked it. I would say I liked it, but I didn't like that like crazy drum uh like 16th note thing they were doing.
Oh,
The thing that Brandon pointed out that he did like we have to disagree there.
that's fair. Hey.
Um it's not that I didn't like the idea, it's that it was just too loud. It was too loud and too abrasive and too distracting.
That's
To
the
where
point.
like well, it didn't feel like the rest of the song was trying to deliver on that point. I don't know. That part particular wasn't for me. The rest of the song I liked. I think the rap verse particularly was really good. And I think the instrumental in the rap verse, there was this really cool additional synth they put in just during the rap part that was like a like I don't know what kind of synth it's like it was like a bouncy keyboard kind of sound.
Yeah.
That they only had in the rap verse, and I thought that was really cool instrumental addition, and I thought the rap verses themselves were really good. Vocals were strong. This is definitely more like obviously this is like Mandarin pop, but K-poppy. I think we're obviously like gonna be interchangeably talking about the two for a little bit. Um, yeah, I would say I'm like lukewarm on this one.
Okay. Also, yeah, I'll. It looks like Euphil had said that Chris and Lay did the rap verses. I think so. If it
There
is
were a
Chris
lot of
and Lay,
rap verses though.
there was a decent amount
I
of
want
rap
to say there were
verses.
like 3 different rappers or 4.
Yeah.
That's how it
Which
felt.
one? Which rapper in this song had the
We'll go
like
back.
shorter-ish black hair?
Oh, that's
No. You'll know the one.
the shorter-ish black hair.
Do you know if you could pick them out in a lineup?
Oh, was it Tao?
Him.
Him? Okay.
I think that's Tao.
Is that
I'm
Tao?
looking at a who's who and
Okay, everyone's saying
Tao.
Tao. Okay.
Okay, cool. Yeah, I'm not too familiar with Tao, but I would say his part of the rap verse I think was particularly my favorite for this song.
yeah.
He did have a good tone. I would agree. Yeah. They all crush it, which is
It's Tao,
insane.
my beloved, actually.
That's what his
Legal
says.
name?
I see.
Yeah. Okay, cool. We'll reference Tao, my beloved, in stream. Be great.
Sick.
Lead rapper, lead dancer, and sub vocals. Very cool. Jazz B says, "Is he the one who got or is getting married soon?" Chat if you know.
Maybe.
Okay.
He just got engaged. Congrats.
Dang.
Our beloved.
Hey, let's go. Our beloved. Let's go.
Off the market,
Engaged
sad.
to us.
There go in my dreams.
He's engaged to chat. You're welcome. Anyway, let's keep it going. The next one we have is Mama. So, see what's good.
Yeah. Yeah, these are grown men.
When the
Can't deny.
skies
They are
Yeah.
gross.
Yeah, for sure.
Man band.
the grounds where one
Let's
the
go.
legends,
Oh, this
through
is
their 12 forces, nurtured the tree of life. But I, Red Force, created the evil which coveted the heart of Tree of Life, and the heart slowly grew dry. To attend and embrace the heart of Tree of Life, the legends hereby divide the tree in half and hide each side. Hence, time is overturned and space turns askew. The 12 forces divide into two and create two suns that look alike, into two worlds that seem alike. The legends travel apart. The legends shall now see the same sky, but shall stand on different grounds. Shall stand on the same ground, but shall see different skies. The day the grounds beget a single file before one sky. In two worlds that seem alike, the legends will greet each other. The day the Red Force is purified and the 12 forces reunite into one perfect root. A new world shall open up.
Is this Avatar: The Last Airbender? I'm hyped, not gonna lie.
It was kind of a sick intro.
Yeah. What is the unicorn symbol? Wait, what power is that?
잃어버린 채 외면하는 것 같아 참을 수밖에 없어 눈을 감지만 마마 이제 내게 대답해줘 왜 사람들이 달라졌는지 아름다운 시절이라는 게 존재하긴 했는지 이제 더는 사랑하는 법도 잊었고 배려하는 마음도 잃었고 등을 돌린 채로 살아가기 바쁜 건 익명의 가면을 감췄던 사람이 가득한 지식 끝을 봐도 배고픈 듯한 이제 만족해 우린 더 이상 눈을 마주하지 않을까 소통하지 않을까 사랑하지 않을까 아픈 현실에 다시 눈물이 흘러 바꿀 수 있다고 바꾸면 된다고 말해요 마마마마마 언젠가부터 우리 스마트한 감옥에 자발적으로 갇혀 0과 1로 만든 이토록 내 인격을 맡겨 여긴 생명도 감정도 따뜻함도 없고 원어 쓰레기만 아닌 거는 삭막한 벌판 날이 갈수록 외로움만 더해져 우리가 인간일 수밖에 없는 건 상처받는 건 만나고 손을 잡고 그냥 돌이키고 싶다면 우린 더 이상 눈을 마주하지 않을까 소통하지 않을까 사랑하지 않을까 아픈 현실에 다시 눈물이 흘러 바꿀 수 있다고 바꾸면 된다고 말해요
Yeah, second dance break.
All right.
죽고 죽이고 싸우고 외치고 이건 전쟁이 아니야
What? god.
Oh my gosh.
All right. Well, this was XOK Mama for joining us. Wow, what a song. Holy shit.
Yeah. Yeah.
All right. Well, I guess I
I
gotta
mean, it's
cook first. Therese, well, did you have
uh,
something? Sorry.
yeah. I want to
Okay.
go first.
Okay, go first. Do it
I
up.
don't think I knew that this was about to play until I wasn't ready. I I mostly know this song from Spotify, so I don't think I've ever seen the music video. I
Mm.
mean,
Wow. Okay.
it doesn't surprise me the lead-in that we got, but also pretty cool. Pretty.
Lead in was
I
sick.
think
Yeah.
I think looking back on it now, it might seem cringy, but it this is like everything. This is everything that we could have ever wanted as little escapism junkie teenagers in 2013, I think. Um like I don't know how else to explain. There was a meme someone posted of like, the format where someone's just like lifting up off their bed. This is that meme personified. As soon as it starts and you hear the chanting and you're like, "Oh my gosh, it's
It's
happening."
taking me. It's
Yeah,
taking me.
it's taking me. Here we go. You just get transported to another world. I like how there were parts of the song that had sound effects in them, but they were literally so fried because the track couldn't handle any more like noise particles. I know that's
I,
not the word. Any more
no,
sound waves.
we're on the same wavelength. Because I was gonna say there's no headroom in this track.
Nothing.
And for like,
they
it's good.
They were literally adding all of the spices to the soup, and it is
Oh
the
yeah.
best soup I have ever tasted.
I just
That
think of
song.
Adam Driver where he's like more, and then they're just trying to add more. That like SM is trying to add more into the song, and we
Yeah.
can't add more sound effects. We're all tapped out. Oh my god. In terms of this song, like instrumentally, I couldn't get this out of my head, and I hope that this either A messes with people at the beginning or not. But for all you sports heads, it kind of reminds me of like the football theme. Like I forget which television station.
No, why
It's
would
like
you?
it kind of gives you that vibe. That was like the first thing that I could think of with like the strings and like the orchestral like shit.
What?
Yeah, yeah. I listen, if people in chat know, if not, hey, it is what it is. I'll die on that hill, But it kind of reminds me
You
of
need to
either
listen to this song again.
that beginning part of the song, like the orchestral beginning section of the song. No, all right. Well, listen, I'll be on this rock. I mean, hey, it does make you feel epic. I will say that. I'll have to find it. I'll post it in Discord. But in terms of the song itself, it feels like it just feels like an avalanche. Like the top part of the song is like gets you really into it with like the like orchestral arrangement, like the chanting, all this sort of stuff. And I think it just kind of continues that momentum as the song kind of continues, and where you feel like the song would change off, it like takes you in a different direction that you wouldn't typically expect it to be. But at the same point, like it was so cool hearing like that like screaming part, which I was again not really expecting for them to do at all. So I was like absolutely floored that they would even include something that like that in a song more or less than their debut. So in that aspect, I feel like that's really sick. But vocally, I feel like I really enjoyed Dio's vocals. I feel like his vocals were really stand out to me. But I really enjoyed all of them. It's going to be really hard. I can already tell with all of them being extremely talented vocally. I think it's going to be really difficult for me to have a bias in this group because I'm probably going to enjoy some members in the earlier stages of this deep dive and then maybe change over once we get further along. But I feel like there is definitely some really interesting vibes. And again, if this was like the song that you still love from EXO's catalog, I would totally be with you on that one. I feel like this one can, and I would say stood the test of time because I mean, again, this was 12 years ago. So if it still feels fresh, then I think that's a good
This
sign of a good
is
song.
the Alex, you haven't gone yet, have you?
No.
I have not.
I'll let you cook.
Thank you. I I remember hearing this for the first time, and I think the first time I heard this was watching the music video, and it was pretty early into me, like kind of going down the K-pop
Oh.
line, you know. I don't know, like 2014 or 15 probably. I think I saw this.
Oh, okay.
I just remember like being very caught off guard and like mind blown. I'm like, I didn't know this is what we were doing with K-pop. I was like, at that point I had I think heard like 21 and Girls' Generation and EXID and 4 Minute, and those are all groups that were around the same time or active around the same time as EXO, for the most part. But I would say that none of them have done something like this
Hmm.
that I'm aware of. So it was very like out of the realm of possibility of what I thought K-pop could venture into. So it's very cool, very interesting. I think this is my first time watching it since then, which is like almost 10 years later.
Wow.
Aw.
Um, you know, I I don't think it's as cringe as people think it might be. I don't know. I think it holds up pretty well.
I think it holds up.
Like it's just very. I was trying to think of a good metaphor or like what does this song like make me feel? And I was somewhere like towing the line between like going into battle like in 300,
Mm.
like I've just put on my armor,
Mm.
I've drawn my sword and I am running into battle and this song is playing in the background, or that, or like I'm on a never-ending tower of terror through hell that
Ooh.
just like doesn't
Dante's
it just doesn't
Inferno
yeah, it doesn't
style.
stop going down.
Yeah. This
Like it's
had to
all
have been
thrill,
used
it's all
in
energy, it's all thrill, it's all excitement. There's like no slowing down. I don't know. I think it's fun, and like um Baekhyun and Dio's vocals, I think in particular, super super good. Um,
Mm.
the dance break was fun. The little implementation of the guitar and like the metal kind of screaming stuff, really cool. I just think this is a very. I don't want to like spoil anything about their future songs, but I think this is very unique and cool execution,
Mm.
especially for a debut.
Yeah, for sure. Teresa, do you want to add on? I know you had some more stuff you wanted to add potentially.
I forgot the first thing I was gonna say, but I was
Okay.
gonna ask if this was actually used in any soundtrack.
Ooh.
Because that'd
Okay.
be a waste if it was not.
Yeah. UFO says the song and MV remind me a lot of Girls' Generation's The Boys, but 10 times crazier. I would agree for sure. Um, People are saying they love it, so that's good. Hizal says EXO is my favorite K-pop group. This was the first song I listened to them by them 12 years ago. It blew my mind. I listened to K-pop before casually, but this was a turning point to fully get into it. That's crazy.
Mm.
Well, glad you've been sticking with the genre for like 12
I
years. That's insane.
I can see
That's
how this song would do that for you.
yeah, right. I was gonna say like if I think the biggest reason that Lore became so big was because in EXO's case, it got people from casually listening to actually paying attention to everything they're doing. So that would
And
make sense.
you've also said, fun fact, I just found out the song used the riff Led Zeppelin's Kashmir and the background as well as the end of Guns N' Roses' November Rain. That's super
Hmm, I
interesting.
didn't pick that up.
I also didn't pick that up as well. So, very cool. All right. We're learning a lot of shit. So, love to see it. All right. Well, we're going to move on to the next one, which is Wolf. So, see how this one holds up.
여기와 단번에 느껴 널 한 입에 치즈처럼 집어넣을 테다 향기 맡고 색깔 의미하고 와인보다 우아하게 잡아먹을 테다 아브란데 발톱에 힘이 빠져 이마까지 없어져 혹시 내가 아픈 건가 병이라도 걸린 거니 큰일 났지 정신 차려 어쩌다 인간에게 맘을 뺏겨버렸나 그냥 입거리뿐이라고 확 울어 그 다음 막 흔들어 정신이게 자 안 해본 스타일로 저 큰 보름달이 지기 전에 해치워라 그래 울프 내가 울프 난 늑대고 넌 민요 그래 울프 내가 울프 난 늑대고 넌 민요 거부할 수 없이 강렬한 이 느낌에 빠져버려 나를 맞서 난 단순한 게 좋아 내 속에 숨어있던 것이 지금 눈 떴어 그녀를 좀 봐 공포에 빠져 눈앞의 시츄에이션 이해 못해 저 따라온 늑대 놈이 결국 날 잡아먹겠지 이게 아닌데 사랑에 빠진 겁니다 너무 아름다워 그대 내니마 나를 두려워 마 나는 특별한 울 그대 사랑한 울 내게 눈이 먼 확 울어 그 다음 막 흔들어 정신이게 자 안 해본 스타일로 저 큰 보름달이 지기 전에 해치워라 그래 울프 내가 울프 난 늑대고 넌 민요 그래 울프 내가 울프 난 늑대고 넌 민요 널 못 끊겠어 큰일 났어 널 못 끊겠어 큰일 났어 저 노란 달이 나를 놀려 널 가질 수 없다고 난 그냥 거친 야수인데 그딴 말할 거면 꺼져 필요하다면 날 바꿔 그녀를 절대 보낼 수가 없어 거부할 수 없이 강렬한 이 느낌에 빠져버려 나를 맞서 난 단순한 게 좋아 내 속에 숨어있던 것이 지금 눈 떴어 이 느낌에 빠져버려 난 단순한 게 좋아 내 속에 숨어있던 것이 지금 눈 떴어 난 늑대고 넌 민요
All right, cool. That was EXO's Wolf. Hanging out. Thanks for hanging.
All right, I can go first on this one
Oh, okay.
if no one's jumping at the bit.
I'll go next.
I know there are a lot of Wolf enjoyers. Some here, many in the YouTube comments. I'm not one of you. I'm so sorry to say.
I had a feeling you were leading up to that.
You know, I had to think to myself in the middle of the song, what do I like about this song and what do I not like about this song? And if I just keep telling myself I like this song because the vocals are good, then I will say that I like every song. And that is not a good baseline to set for myself and not an objective way to look at their music. So I have to factor out the vocals sometimes. Because as much as I think the vocals can be the sprinkles and like the cherry on top, I think that I have to put my foot down on when I don't like other parts of songs, and I just don't like the outdated dubstep sound. I know it's not something that would release now, but I have to look at it from a now perspective. So I really don't like that sound much these days, and I think the
Fair.
awu and the little vocal ad lib thing a little cringe and a little hard to get past. I will give compliments
Sarangeyo.
to Yeah, I will give compliments to the rap section because that was really good. Really like fun, fast rap. And Chen's vocals were crazy.
Yeah, agreed.
Um, yeah, that's where I'm at. I think this one's a little bit of a on the downside for me.
I'm kind of on the same page as you, but in different areas.
Oh,
I
okay.
feel like this was a song that I checked out in my early K-pop days and decided maybe I don't like EXO, which was unfair at the time, but also when you're being bombarded with a bunch of different groups, that's kind of how you sort through. Um, I really like that they started in their choreography as their lore tree.
Yeah, that was
Like they were
cool.
they were
Yeah.
doing the tree thing. That's really cool. I didn't know if we were gonna get more lore in here, but I like the callback to that. I stand by EXO is very good at singing, and apparently they can talk really fast, which is cool. But it kind of I struggle to find the line between chanting and rapping in this song, which is why the rapping chanting parts were my least favorite. I think the complete lack of melody unsold me. Like if I were at any point invested in this song, I would pull out my money when I realized there wasn't a clear melody. But at the end, Baekhyun and Chen kind of saved this one with their vocals because they just started popping off, and I'm like, okay, yeah, this is what I like to hear. It was just really something something to experience. Um but I didn't mind the dubstep or like any of the backing tracks. Like I thought they were appropriate amounts of party for this time period. It was just the lack of melody. I was like, what am I supposed to I don't want to howl. I refuse to bark at concerts. I absolutely do not want to participate in these animal sounds. So if I can't like sing along, if it's not something that could really get stuck in my head, it's gonna exit quietly.
Hmm. Fair enough. I think for me, this one I'm kind of in the middle on. I will say in terms of like musicality, it definitely is interesting. And to me personally, like just listening to, Mama and like having to follow that up would be a very difficult task to follow up, certainly. So I think in that aspect, like my perspective on this song is like they had to do something different that wasn't going to keep them in that same sort of path. So I feel like they did this song and were like, okay, we're gonna do something completely different. We're gonna change it up. And so I respect their tenacity to do that. Um, I do appreciate kind of like the different instrumentation. My favorite section of the song was actually the bridge of the song because I think it does give you that like juxtaposition to that really like crazy sort of instrumental going on. So I do appreciate that aspect of it, and also it kind of leads into that really insane like vocal pop off towards the end, which is really sick. Um, but yeah, I think this one will. I'm not a hater of it, but I do feel like it would probably grow on me. I am not immune to cringe, so I feel like this one. I personally can't say that I've obviously listened to EXO for 12 years, but like I feel like some people can say, "Hey, it's cringe for that aspect," and other people could say, "Hey, it's cringe, but I like cringe." So I think I could see both ends of the scale on this one. Where if people like it and they think it's an amazing song, it's like certainly can see that aspect of it, and then as well as that, if you don't like it, then I could also see that point of view as well too. I think I'm just kind of right in the middle. I don't hate it. I don't love it. And as much as I agree with Alex on like the vocals are always going to be good, I don't feel like it is redeemable in this song, but I do feel like it does pull a lot of heavy weight for sure. So that's that's where I'm kind of getting at with this song. But hey, if you love it and this is your favorite, if this is your favorite EXO song, hey, do it up, live it. So
Live it. Live the wolf life.
Live the wolf life, you know. All right, cool. I think actually I would agree with what you fools comments. They said I half enjoy the cringe, but I half don't enjoy the cringe. I feel like that's kind of that's kind of my statement. I think you fool put in a nice package for me where I can understand it.
There was a really cool moment when like one of the members was a wolf and then transformed into a human mid
Yeah,
choreography. That was pretty cool.
that was tight. Yeah, and if you want to send this to me, I am doing a chaos stream either Friday or Saturday this week. So if you want to send me that live clip of them performing this, let me know. I'll probably just cut it up and make a separate video on it. So, send it my way. But all right, we're gonna keep it moving here. The next one we have is Growl. So let's go.
Yeah. Okay. 나 혹시 몰라 경고하는데 잘 들어 지금 위험해 So dangerous 자꾸 나를 자극하지 마 나도 날 몰라 숨이 자꾸 멎는다 네가 날 향해 걸어온다 나를 보며 웃는다 너도 내 입에 끌리는지 눈앞이 다 캄캄해 네가 뚫어져라 쳐다볼 때 귓가에 가까워진 숨소리 날 미치게 만드는 너인 걸 아무도 널 못 보게 불을 감추고 싶어 우리의 시선들이 안에 일어나 거센 소용도 없니 그림자 내 안에 깨어나 널 보는 눈에 불꽃이 든다 그녀 곁에서 모두 다 물러나 이젠 조금씩 사나워진다 나 으르렁 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 내 나 으르렁 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 내나 으르렁 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 내 너 물러서지 않으면 미쳐도 몰라 날 있어 눈빛과 매일 듯한 긴장감 지금 탐색 중이야 너의 주위를 baby 넌 그냥 그대로 있어 나만을 바라보면서 절대 널 보내지 않아 두고 봐 baby 이 공간 속에서 소리스럽게 빛나는 너의 시선들 내 안에 울리는 경물림 소리 그림자 내 안에 깨어나 날 보는 눈에 불꽃이 든다 그녀 곁에서 모두 다 물러나 이젠 조금씩 사나워진다 나 으르렁 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 yeah 나 으르렁 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 내 나 으르렁 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 내 물러서지 않으면 다쳐도 몰라 yeah. 또 다른 늑대들이 보세라 너무나 완벽한 내 여자라 품속엔 부드럽게 너를 안고 너만을 위해서 나는 난폭해지고 결국엔 강한 자가 없게 되는 미 자리가 없으니까 그냥 돌아가 가는 산채로야 다르니까 그만 봐 그녀를 넘본다면 나를 먼저 넘어봐 우리 말고 하나 둘씩 지워버리자 너하고 나만 여기 남아 멈춰진 듯이 그림자 내 안에 깨어나 널 보는 눈에 불꽃이 든다 그녀 곁에서 모두 다 물러나 이젠 조금씩 사나워진다 나 으르렁 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 내나 으르렁 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 내나 으르렁 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 내 물러서지 않으면 다쳐도 몰라 나 으르렁 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 내나 으르렁 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 내나 으르렁 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 내 물러서지 않으면 다쳐도 몰라
Whew. All right. That was EXO Growl if you're hanging out with us tonight. Very nice.
I don't want to go first this one.
Wow. All right. Coming out the
Go
gate.
Brandon.
This is fantastic. This is like for sure up my alley. Definitely in that sort of like R&B chill vibe. This absolutely rips. This was so cool. Vocals were really on point. I don't know who the member, I guess, in this specific video had the like short like hair to the front, side shaved, and it was like a reddish color. I enjoyed whoever's vocals that was. Let me see if I can find it in the clip here. But if chat happens to know, let me know. But um, yeah, I enjoyed this one a lot. Vocally, it was super impressive. Obviously, we keep talking about how impressive their vocals are, but um, it looks like Luhan might be the person that I'm referring to. I'll have to come back. But this was really incredible. Lee said Kuna asked if it was shot in one set, and it looks like it was, so that's pretty impressive. Um, man, this was just so much fun. Like I could probably watch this video multiple times over and just be so satisfied with the song. And like I think that's the impressive nature of like having 12 vocals and having like the distinctness to it. Um Also the rapping in this was really great as well too. So I think this to me is like if I was to kind of have a song that fits that kind of complete package for me, I think this does a great job of like has great rap verses, has obviously great vocal like harmonies, but also great vocal pop off moments. It just kind of feels the most complete so far, and it's probably my second favorite song we've listened to tonight. So I think it's gonna be high up there, in the high songs of EXO for me. So um, very nice. Yeah, this is great. Therese or Alex?
Okay.
Okay.
I like this song. Um, it is a. I think that I like this song more in my memory than I do listening to it right now. And I think that's because we're coming off of like the descending title tracks sort of in energy right now,
Okay.
if that makes
Yeah,
sense.
that's
Like
true.
where it's like it just feels like I think standing on its own, like listening to this as the only EXO song tonight and nothing else, I'd be like, oh yeah, this is a banger. This is a classic song. I listen to this a bunch, it goes hard. But then I'm like, I don't know. Like I just listened to Mama.
That's true. That's true. Yeah.
Not that it takes away, or I guess it does take away.
I was gonna
In
say.
my personal experience, I guess right now for me it does take away having a song like Mama and then kind of just going. I won't say like the energy is low because obviously like it's still an impressive performance and it's a good song. I just think the way that we are listening right now is probably not the ideal way that I would choose to listen to EXO tracks like
Mm.
in the future. Um, I'm curious. I don't know if anybody already mentioned it. It, why it was filmed sort of like a performance video rather than a music video,
It
like a
looks like it
typical
was.
music video.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. I got you. All I saw
Because
was.
it is the official music video, correct? Like,
I believe so.
it says MV and it's on SM Town.
I was just at. I
Um,
think I got a comment about it
Well, this
being
is
full one shot. Yeah, it's a
is
one
this
shot.
a repackage title? Is that why?
I don't know. I see that it's filmed as like a one shot video.
Mm.
It's a repackage. Okay, I guess the only reason I'm asking is because they were doing these like big budget videos with like lore implications and a lot of stuff, and I was just wondering why they did a music video that didn't really add anything or like lean into it at all. Not really a criticism of the video, just wondering why.
Mm.
So that
Mm.
makes sense. If it's a repackage and that was just like the way to decide to do it, then uh cool, justified.
No
No
more money.
problems there.
Only a warehouse
Yeah,
with
spend all
more
the
light.
money. That's understandable too. Um, but no, I mean, I think that this is a classic song. Um, I would say like I don't know, your average like K-pop multi stan probably knows this one.
Yeah.
If I had to guess, I feel like I've seen heard it like covered or like stages of it like several times. It's a good song. I think like I mentioned, I think I would like to listen to it in some different context.
That's fair. Can see that. Therese?
I super recognize the melody, so I must have heard it at some point, but I don't remember when. But I like it. This is a fun, dancey track. It's got a very easy to follow kind of like rhythm, and it has that super catchy melody, but at some points I wonder if it might like overshadow the rest of the song. Like maybe if it was mixed in a lower volume. But it definitely makes you remember it. So can't complain too much. I think that's most of my thoughts. I liked Suho's part, I believe,
Ooh,
was the
okay.
member. Which I don't know much about Suho. So I'm just going off of a little grid of members and their hairstyles for each comeback. So um that's the leader. Oh,
Nice.
I see.
I also got to shout outs because I don't think I mentioned it in my commentary, but I really enjoyed the choreo in the song. I think it's cool to see like a 12-member group. Obviously, we've covered larger groups before, but I think it's really impressive to see them all like choreographed in that sort of aspect and like how they break off into like groups and stuff. I think it's really impressive to see them kind of formulate all these like unique sections and stuff. And I think only added by the fact that, again, this was shot in like one take. I think it obviously helps in that aspect too. So, yeah, I like this a lot. It was really cool and shot super well. We did get some commentary on the why it was more of a like choreo vid. It looks like Youthful had mentioned that it was after its release. After its release was announced, a video filmed the group practicing the song's choreo was leaked online on July 27th, I imagine, of that year. And then everyone just saying it's a repackage, and it was one of their most popular songs, so it would make sense that they probably do a video on it. So, and it does look like they broke off into the 6-group split of XOM and XOK. So,
Well, they started that way, right?
they
With the
started that
first
way.
few
Yep.
tracks, yeah.
But I thought it was cool how like even in their choreo they kind of do that as well too. So, very nice. Logan, thanks for joining. Suo says is going to become JB 2.0.
Impossible.
Oh my god.
We'd love to see
Big
it.
word.
Big words, yeah. And then it says random fun fact: in July of 2017, defectors from North Korea stated EXO has some popularity in North Korea. That's so interesting. And then it says
They love their SM groups.
Growl in particular is used as a confession song amongst youth to confess one's crush due to the lyrics.
Aw. That's cute.
Interesting. Huh.
Hmm.
The more you know. All right. All right, let's get into the next one. It looks like we have Overdoses, the next release here. So keep it moving.
Oh, right. Was there a lineup change around this time? I got a message from Kaylee. That was about when a lot of Chinese members started having difficulties with the company. No, not yet. Okay.
All right. Well,
maybe next one.
Maybe next one.
We'll touch on it.
Okay, cool. All right, let's get into Overdose then.
This is the last release with all 12 members. Okay.
Not Luhan.
And no stain.
있어 서문코는 닥터 날 붙잡고 말해줘 사랑은 명중력 overdose 시간이 지날수록 통제는 힘들어져 점점 깊숙이 빠져간다 에어 Too much 너야 Your love 이건 overdose Too much 너야 Your love 이건 overdose
너미는 그의 손길로 온너 본능은 너를 갈구해 좀더
가빠진 숨으로 질식된 후에 전율 그리고 한숨 헐렁헐렁 독한 약 같아 내겐 헤어나올 수 없는 destiny 비는 뜨거워지지 yeah. 마치 내 모두 지배해 Oh she wants me Oh she's got me Oh she hurts me 계속 너만 그리고 그리나 서문코는 닥터 날 붙잡고 말해줘 사랑은 병중독 overdose 시간이 지날수록 통제는 힘들어져 점점 깊숙이 빠져간다 에어 Too much 너야 Your love 이건 overdose Too much 너야 Your love 이건 overdose 모두 다 내게 물어와 내가 변한 것 같아 심장이 네가 바뀌어버린 듯 세상이 온통 너인데 멈출 수 없어 이미 가득한 널 지금 이 순간 You in my heart 난 너를 맛보고 너를 마신다 온몸이 떨려와 계속 들이켜도 아직 모자라 새끝까지 전율시킨 갈증 이 순간을 잡아 질주를 멈추지만 너무 좋아 Can't stop 지금 이대로 가진 않아 주체할 수 없는 이 끌림 속에 너가 내려가나 이 느낌 없이 난 죽은 거나 마찬가지야 내가 사는 이유 난 너란 달콤함의 중독
Someone call the doctor.
서문코는 닥터난 그녀가 필요해 하루도 난 버틸 수 없어 버티지 못해 벗어나고 싶지 않은 천국 같은 너 긴긴 이너 Too much Your love 이건 overdose Too much 너야 Your love 이건 overdose
Huh. Interesting. All right. That was EXO's Overdose.
Brandon, have you noticed the logo with the hexagon?
I
Makes
did.
an X.
An X.
So hexagons are the best cigars.
I like how Therese brought Pops into work today. We love to see it.
Yeah, I have all my fidget toys.
Oh my god. Oh, I guess I'll go first. This one was great. I really enjoyed this one a lot. Super high energy. It's cool that they like just branch out and or like, okay, we're gonna do a more high energy track, or we're gonna have this come back, or we're gonna have this come back. And I think they're so unique in that aspect of like they can just kind of do pretty much anything and do it well, arguably. I feel like this one was really, really cool. I liked the instrumentation was really fun. A lot of the synth work was really cool, and I think it adds to that like extra delivery. As well as that, I think the vocals were super impressive, of course, as always. But I think my favorite parts of the song were actually the rap verse. Chen Yol and Sehun were probably my favorites in this song specifically. They just had like a really fun delivery, and I think you could tell they were having a good time in the music video, which I think amplifies my enjoyment of seeing them perform this. But those to me were, I think, at least stood out the most. Yeah, this was impressive. This was definitely, if you love Overdose, I get you. I see it.
That's oh, I'll go. That's
go.
me. I've never heard this before, but damn, I missed out. This is exactly type of music I'm about. And I can't I guess I could explain it, like why I like it so much, but it is just very much my style. I really like the instrumental and how they use the synths the way that you would kind of use an organ. Um and like adding that really crisp snare just puts that bite into it
Mm.
that I can really get down to. The melody's solid, the choreography's cool, the performance was really good. So there's like a lot of reasons to like it, obviously, but it's just this is the sound. This is the sound that I love.
I had trouble deciding in the song whether I liked that like siren sounding dubstep bass synth they were using.
Okay, fair enough. Yeah.
If you know what I'm talking about, the one that
Yep.
sounded kind of like an alarm, like a distorted alarm sample. I decided that I do like it. Um, against my disdain for this era of dubstep in K-pop. Um, I thought it was pretty fun. I I will say that I think I found myself being more entertained with the music video rather than
Mm.
the song. Like the song was good. And I really liked Chanyeol's rap
Yeah.
in particular, but the video was really fun. Especially liked the scenes in that like big hall, like white ish
Mm.
hall where they towards the end where they had like all 12 members dancing and then they were like panning to the left with half of them panning to the right and they kind of were interchanging like mixing both. I don't know if they divided it by the EXO like the two groups in there
Yeah,
or if
this
it was
is
divided otherwise, but I
mm,
thought that was really cool. And then like obviously the flip at the end, was that Tao that did the flip? uh
I don't know.
I
Probably.
don't know either. Let me know who the EXO flipper is. It was Tao.
Hey, let's go.
Yeah, he killed that. That was crazy. I want to know, like behind the scenes. Anyone know the was that a first try? Like, did they get that?
first try.
First take.
Well, because that scene was really long. That was a long
Yeah.
dance
Ah.
take because it was doing all 12 members dancing, and then it just shifted to the side, it shifted to the other side, and then all of them again, and then that flip at the end. So that would have been a lot of repeats and a lot of filming if like he had messed up that flip or didn't land it cleanly or something, or maybe he's just that good at flipping that was just a, it's like, oh yeah, I'll just finish with a flip because I can.
His house is one of the reason he left was because he was often injured. Ugh,
Oh
Ooh,
that sucks.
dang. Well,
spoiler.
I can see how you would get injured.
Yeah.
Yeah. If you're doing that, that's crazy.
At least he looked cool doing it.
He did martial arts. Okay. That would also explain a lot as well too. Um cool. Well, it looks like it was also won a ton of awards in Korea. The Korean version of the song won first place 8 times, while the Chinese version won first place 2 times. And then the song sold more than 1 million copies in less than a year from its release. Huh. Kaylee says his dad actually wrote to SM asking them to let his son leave because of his concern for his health. Oof.
Damn.
Yeah,
That's
so
sad.
while we're on the topic, after that comeback, there was a member Chris and member Luhan that
Oh.
filed lawsuits separately against SM. Um, I believe Chris's was for human rights violations. If that was a mistranslation, let me
That
know.
sounds bad.
Mm.
Yeah, pretty bad. And Luhan's was for inequitable treatment from like between the Korean members and the Chinese members,
Mm.
because they were promoting separately with XOM and XOK.
Shiz, if
So
you sort of know the history of like Chinese idols in K-pop, it's so believable.
mhm. So they weren't being treated well. They filed a lawsuit against SM, and then somehow SM filed a lawsuit against them for continuing their own promotions with the same usage of the SM name. Um, oh, that's sad for Chris. Uh, But anyway, they ended up leaving EXO. Very sad. So after that, we won't see Chris or Luhan. Sorry, Brandon.
My bias is gone.
And then we'll still have Tao for one more comeback, I believe. And then he will leave for similar reasons. So SM just really dropped the ball. It sounds like, because
No,
No, don't say
I
that,
can't.
Zell.
I can't believe it. SM messed up.
yeah.
Oh no.
Company's kind of evil, guys.
Wow, crazy.
I can't think of a thing they've done wrong recently.
I like how Alex couldn't even say it with a straight face. He just was saying the line as if it was like, if I say it enough, maybe I'll believe it.
Hey, at least we don't need the cube equals bad paper today.
Oh, damn. I should
Yeah.
have brought that. I'll make a new one, guys. Don't worry.
Make a new one. SM
I
equals
got
bad.
I got plenty of ammo for SM right now.
Yeah.
Oh, my God. All right, cool. Well,
Still a problem, but we've come a long ways, guys. People are getting mental health breaks now. Still not
Good.
great, though.
here you
Still
go,
not
guys.
great.
Now I have the new one. SM
Hey,
equals
we got a
bad.
new paper.
There you go. You're welcome. I'll frame
Yeah.
it on my wall. All right. Well, Infinity over.
Oh.
Anyway, let's get back into the music before before SM
Woohoo.
comes after us.
What's the next one?
All right. This next one is "Call Me Baby." So
Yay.
let's go.
Let's go.
Level. This is next level. They're in Kwang.
이 거리 완전 난리야 사람들 사이는 남이야 함께하는 매 순간이 like boom 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 what up
Hey girl 영원 같던 찰나 운명 같은 순간 나를 한순간 뚫고 가 넌 내 이름 불러주며 나에게로 다가와 놀라 순간처럼 낮아 너를 마주하는 순간 oh my 편하게 여기 앉아 이제 내 얘기를 들어봐 I don't care 멀리 멀리 돌아간대도 이렇게 너의 곁에 단 한 남자가 돼줄 테니 내 말은 내 입술에만 스며들어와 나를 깨워 Time's wasting girl So don't wait too long 빛나는 것들은 많아 그 안에 진짜를 봐봐 Call me baby, call me baby Call me baby, call me baby 널 향해 걷어가 mama 너 말곤 그 문을 닫아 Call me baby, call me baby Call me baby, call me baby girl 나를 나로 존재하게 해내 세상은 오직 you're the one You're the one 빛나는 것들은 많아 그 안에 진짜를 봐봐 Call me baby, call me baby Call me baby, call me baby girl Baby girl 욕심들 속에 나를 선 그 어떤 말도 넘어서 그 믿음을 보여준 너 너도 별이 날 떠나간대도 너는 나만의 lady 내 손을 잡아주는 그거면 내 것들은 많아 그 안에 진짜를 봐봐 Call me baby, call me baby Call me baby, call me baby 널 향해 걷어가 mama 너 말던 그 문을 닫아 Call me baby, call me baby Call me baby, call me
날 이끌어줄 빛이 되고 놓치지 않아준다면 널 안고 벤치 않을게 널 안고 나를 떠나버린 사람들과 마주해 Never the mind about a thing 내 가슴 속 그 거대한 공백에 널 더해 흔들리는 세상 속에서 빛이 되준 오직 한 사람 바로 너 빛나는 것들은 많아 그 안에 진짜를 봐봐 Call me baby, call me baby, call me baby, oh baby, yeah. 나를 나를 존재하게 해. 내 세상은 오직 you're the one, you're the one. 빛나는 것들은 많아. 그 안에 진짜를 봐봐. Call me baby, call me baby, call me baby, 몇 번이라도 그래.
Whew. All right. That was EXO Call Me Baby. You're tuning in. Thank you. Whew.
All right, I can go first on this one.
Okay.
Mine's just quick and easy. Absolute classic, absolute banger song. I feel like this is one of the K-pop greats. You know what I mean? Like, Brandon, have you not heard this before? Just in passing?
I have not heard this in passing
That's so surprising.
at all. Yeah.
I feel like this song is everywhere. Everyone knows it. I've seen everyone cover it or dance to it.
Nope.
Or do something with it. All for good reason, in my opinion. I think it's super catchy. It's super fun. It's light, but it still has like energy, and the vocals are good. I don't know. Just to me, it feels like a really well-rounded song. That's all I got. This is good. This is like up there in my EXO list.
Okay. Therese, you want to go next?
I would agree, but I would say it might be to the point that like it's overplayed for me. Like I wasn't.
Yeah, that's fair. That's totally
I
fair.
wasn't like grooving to it now because I'm like, yeah, I know how this goes. Yep, they're doing the thing. I couldn't like get into it like with Mama.
Fair.
How can we compare anything to Mama? But I really like so at this point we're out of XOM and XOK, right? We're just EXO. We're not doing those subunits specifically. Yes. Okay.
Yes.
So I like that, and I like that they're incorporating the full group more consistently because it's now I'm able to pick them out a lot easier rather than thinking like, oh, well, this is the Korean version, so this person's not going to be singing. I don't know if that was the case before, but that's how I was looking at it, where I'm like, wait, is the person I'm looking for here or not? So, yeah, I think it's a solid song. It's good music video. Yeah.
Huh. I think for me, I don't have the burnout of this song because this is the first time listening to it, and obviously listening to it on here. I think this is great. This is super catchy, super infectious. I could totally understand if you feel like this song is overplayed. Absolutely can get that. I'm sure there is definitely songs that I've listened to that I personally don't like anymore because I've listened to them so many times. But I feel like this song has got a great groove to it, and if you caught us on Monday for our stream with Sierra, I think this one does follow in that sort of tenet of like good songwriting. I think it's got a really good hook, and I think it draws you in pretty immediately, which I love. And I think this song has a good split off of like having good rap verses, having insanely awesome vocals, as we've known EXO to do throughout this stream thus far. And I think it does bridge those things that I think about with EXO, where it's like, okay, I know obviously you can do these kind of like R&B, like fun vocals and like flex really, but then the backing of the song is like very K-pop, very like in your face. I love the like sort of instrumentals going on. Just seems very like punchy and fun in that aspect, and I think they find that good line between having those punchy like choruses or like rap verse sections, and they feel more standout than what we've heard thus far. So I've really enjoyed it. I enjoyed this one a lot. I think this would probably be amongst my favorites as well, and for good reason. I mean, it seems to have won many awards and obviously getting a ton of views. So it's got to
Oh.
be super popular.
If we're talking about awards, EXO was sweeping
Oh, I'm sure.
awards, like unprecedented sweeping in a lot of Asian music show awards. So I believe every single release they had did well.
Yeah, it looks like in terms of, let's see, it looks like Call Me Baby went on to win first place 18 times in total on South Korea's music TV shows for the entire month, and an all-time second high number of wins. That's really crazy. Yeah.
Yeah.
Um,
Yeah.
And then in terms of actually the song itself, yeah, I would agree with. Looks like Youthful Poet in chat for Jeff Benjamin commented saying that it gives that like late '90s, early 2000s sound. I definitely could feel that, and that has that sort of nostalgia. So definitely enjoy it. This is again.
EXO, you mean X? Oh my God, they've done it again.
Totally true. Totally true. We love to see it. Well, very cool. Hopefully we're gonna keep the banger train moving along here. But the next one we have is Love Me Right. So let's keep it going.
Oh yeah, come on. Take your time. 왠지 두근대는 밤이야. No 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 no. So tonight 달 끝까지 달려가 볼까. Yeah 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 yeah. Yeah, 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 yeah. Just right 시동에 걸어 웩셀에 발을 홀려 모든 것이 특별해 너 완전 어울려 무엇을 원하다 담아 make it work yeah. Shorty I'm a party till the sundown 지금의 신비로운 느낌은 뭘까 완전 내게로 와서 people are sunrise 네가 없는 난 어딜 가든 nobody 도로 위에 여긴 lonely 날 바라보는 눈속 make it right just love me right baby love me right 내게로 오면 설리지만 넌 매혹적인 나의 universe just love me right 내 우주는 전부 너야 just love me right just love me right just love me right 내 우주는 전부 너야 Shine bright 별빛 속을 달려 은하수를 건너 No 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 멈출 순 없어 우리 빛은 달빛은 여전하지 내게도 반 헤매고 있어 난 아직 아껴둔 이 손알로 baby 네가 없는 난 어딜 가도 반쪽짜리니까 달빛 찬란한 밤 펼쳐진 별들의 불꽃놀이 좀 더 높이 날아가볼까 가슴 터질 듯한 이 순간 우리들만 떠올라 발밑에 지구를 두고 let me 도로 위에 여긴 runway 날 바라보는 눈속 Milky Way just love me right baby love me right So come on baby 눈이 부시겠어 아름다운 너의 universe just love me right 내 우주는 전부 너야 Just love me right Just love me right Yeah you love me Just love me right I just wanna make you love me 수없는 밤이 찾아와도 내 하늘엔 오직 너만 빛나 Oh yeah 닦여줘 내게만 밤하늘을 너와 내가 물들여가 도로 위에 여긴 runway 날 바라보는 눈속 Milky Way just love me right baby love me right 내게로 오면 설리지만 넌 매력적인 나의 universe just love me right 내 우주는 전부 너야 just love me right just love me right just love me right 네 우주는 전부 너야 just love me right just love me right 우리만의 just love me right I just wanna make you love me got to love you got to love me 내 우주는 전부 너야 You love me You love me You love me 내 우주는 전부 너야
All right. Well, that was EXO Love Me Right. If you're hanging out, Thanks for hanging. I guess I will go first. This is a fantastic track. I feel like I'm just gonna keep saying it, just because I
Will
believe it to be
Brandon
true.
not like a song?
I
Never.
think that will be the. I think that
Oh,
actually
he
might be
did.
the test.
There was one song we didn't like on Monday.
Yes.
Go check out the stream.
Yes. Go check out the stream. Yeah, just check out the stream on. You loved it, right?
I think his literal words were trash.
It was. I did say trash. Yeah, I did. I in fact said trash.
But you love all of EXO.
But I've
so
liked.
far.
I've loved all of EXO. Yeah. Doesn't Brandon pretty much like every? I'm not gonna tell you, Gunky. You have to watch the video.
It was the ITZY song. It was the new ITZY song.
No. I would never. I would never. No, I think
I
for
would.
this. Okay. Well, oof. Anyway.
Just love it.
I think for me, this song is incredible. I love the vibes of this. I think, to me, whenever you can have like insane, like stacked vocals, great harmonies, great melodies, I think that always gets me. And this song definitely has the elements of all of that. It's super catchy, really groovy. That chorus is probably gonna get stuck in my head. But I really liked a lot of like the instrumentation. There was some really fun guitar work. There was some like a little bit of like, I guess, horn sections to some degree. And then as well as that, just the tempo of the song just really feels like you just bob your head and you just feel the groove of the song. And I think it does a great job of just like sitting you right in place and taking you along for the ride. So, yeah, this is incredible. This is probably, again, another favorite of mine. So.
No.
I think this
making
ending
this harder for yourself.
This is gonna be hard, but I do think this one, if I have to draw a line in the sand, this is definitely amongst my favorites for sure.
Okay. Now it's real.
I have a feeling Brandon's favorite list tonight is looking like it's
gonna be
13
rough.
songs long.
It is.
Yeah.
It is. It's all 13 songs. Yeah. You're correct.
I
All right,
forgot
go.
about this song. Yeah. I did forget about this song. I would say that this could stand to be overplayed. Like Spotify says that this has 85 million plays, but I don't think people are playing this enough. So stream Love Me Right by EXO. I'm trying to figure out if someone is singing up an octave in the chorus or if it's the guitar that I'm hearing, but it sounds like vocals a bit. But either way, I think what I'm realizing the most is that as much as I like Chen's or Beckon's or Dio's vocals, my favorite vocals are the ensemble vocals from like
yeah.
all of them. They sound so good together and they're able to harmonize in a way that's like it's a harmony in the sense that they're not all just singing the same note, but they all have such distinct sounds in their voices that they sound really good together. Yeah, that's all I got. Go play the song some more.
The reason people aren't streaming it right now is because it's a summer song. It came out in June 2015. Let's go.
Yes.
Let's go.
I knew that guitar seemed familiar.
Yep. You knew. Come on, you didn't hear a funk, an SM funk song and think summer song?
Yeah.
It's the formula. No, I think this song is really fun. I think I've heard it before, but I'm not. It's definitely not like in my rotation. I don't think I'm super familiar with it. I like it. I think the instrumental is really fun. I think like the whole summery funk thing is pretty much an easy mark to hit for me typically. I like those types of songs, and I think EXO obviously does a great job with it. Like Therese said, I think it is very groovy. I like a lot of the panning of the instrumentation going on. There was like a couple different guitars going on. There was some like older 2012-ish sounding synth leads and like synth choices in there too that were kind of like floating around. The bass was bass in. It was cool. Everything was panned very purposefully. and I thought it sounded very nice. It sounded like wide, and everything was easily interpretable. You know what I mean? Like everything was separated very well, and it was easy for me to pick out different instruments and kind of isolate them in my head and listen. And I thought that was a very nice listening experience.
Very nice. All right. Looks like "Love Me Right" topped South Korea's Gaon digital chart, becoming EXO's second domestic #1 and reached #3 on the Billboard World Digital Song Chart. Went to win first place 11 times, and being the third best K-pop track of 2015. That is crazy.
Seeing a pattern here, Brandon.
There is a pattern. They are very accomplished. So okay, Goki found one song I didn't like, so we'll leave it all. Very nice.
It's justified. I'd say.
Yeah, fair enough. All right, cool. Well, the next EXO song we have is "Sing for You." So let's go.
내 낡은 기타를 들어 하지 못한 고백을 혹은 고집스레 삼킨 얘기를 노래 하나 만든 척 지금 말하려 해요. 그냥 들어요. I'll sing for you. 너무 사랑하지만 사랑한단 말 안 해. 어색해 자존심 허락 안 해. 오늘은 용기 내서 난 말할 테지만 무심히 들어요. I'll sing for you. The way you cry, the way you smile, 내겐 얼마나 큰 의미인 걸까. 하고픈 말, 놓쳐버린 말, 고백할 테지만 그냥 들어요. I'll sing for you, sing for you. 그냥 한번 듣고 웃어요. 조금 우습죠. 내겐 그대밖에 없는데 가끔은 남보다 못한 나. 사실은 그대 품에 머리카락을 부비고 안기고 싶은 건데 말이죠. The way you cry, the way you smile, 내겐 얼마나 큰 의미인 걸까. 돌아서면 후회했던 말 사과할 테지만 그냥 들어요. I'll sing for you, sing for you. 아무렇지 않은 척해요. 매일 너무 감사해. 그대가 있어서 신께서 주신 내 선물. 오늘이 지나면 난 또 어색해할지도. 하지만 오늘은 꼭 말하고 싶어. 그러니 들어요. The way you cry, the way you smile, 내겐 얼마나 큰 의미인 걸까. 하고픈 말, 놓쳐버린 말, 고백할 테지만 좀 어색하지만 그냥 들어요. I'll sing for you,
Nice. All right. That was EXO's "Sing for You." If you're hanging out.
All right, I gotta say it. I did not intend to add this song to the playlist. I specifically
Oh.
said that we weren't checking out the winter special releases, and this one just slipped through the cracks. It's because Miracles in December was literally called Miracles in December, and this one was not winter themed, so I missed it. We missed Miracles in December. We're not going back. I'm sorry. We're talking about this one now.
Damn. I'll
my
check
bad.
it out. Send it to me. I'll check it out. Don't you worry, guys. I got you. You had to do at
Okay.
least one.
I guess I'll go first. I don't have too much to say. I thought that this was a nice song. I think that okay, so for reference here, EXO fans, if you're watching, if you're not familiar with the stream, I hate ballads. Historically and almost very consistently, I do not like ballads. It's just not what I listen to. If I need relaxing music, I listen to like jazz or like piano music.
Fair enough. Yeah.
Not really a big ballad person. So I think coming from that perspective, when I think of EXO ballads, which I haven't really heard before because I've only listened to EXO before in like my own personal choice. So I would pick the songs I know or pick the songs that are like
Sure,
title
yeah.
tracks and stuff. So I haven't really heard ballads. So I guess going into this, I'm thinking more power ballad, I guess, is what they would typically do is just like where my head's at because of the power vocalists and the strong singers. So that being said, I liked that this was more of a laid back and reserved, very wintry, very appropriate for the video, appropriate for the release time sounding track. I did like the instrumental. There was in particular a really nice chord progression that was like descending.
Yeah.
That I think Brandon, I think I saw you notice it at the same time I did. I thought that was really cool. I think the vocal layering and the harmonies were very nice, and I liked that it didn't do more than it needed to.
Yeah.
So I will say I liked this. I will not listen to it again, but I enjoyed my time here.
Fair enough. Fair enough. I respect that.
Okay.
Therese, you ready?
I'll be harsher on it because
Oh,
I did not want to listen to a ballad tonight. I'm gonna be real with you guys. Sometimes you just go into something and you're like, man, I really hope they don't
Ugh,
play that
I
song.
never do.
And that's me right now. And it's nothing against EXO specifically. I'm with Alex. I'm a notorious ballad hater. The only ballads that I like are grand ballads or like power ballads, which is what. And that might have been the one that we missed. My bad. I'll check it out on my own. But for this video, at least, we only have so much time, so we're not adding Miracles in December. It didn't do much for me. I was trying to listen to the. It's hard for me because I like multiple instrument tracks, and this is literally just like a guitar.
Yeah.
So I liked the break in the chords in the pre-chorus, like a very specific part of the song, where it's like dun dun dun. But other than that, it just did not do much for me. They're good singers.
It's fair.
I already knew that.
Yeah.
They're good singers, yeah.
I think for me, well, if you are new here, I love ballads for the most part. So I am the odd person out in this trio of ours. But I think for this one specifically, I really enjoyed because obviously I'm a huge guitar proponent. But I feel like the guitar work in this song was really beautiful. So I want to give a shout outs to whoever did the guitar work for this because they did a phenomenal job. And it was like really cool chord changes, but also like the way that I would imagine they're playing more like finger style, so they weren't using a pick, so they were doing like a lot of like interesting like string like plucks and stuff like that. So I gotta give them a lot of credit because that takes a lot of skill, and having that sort of emotion in the guitar work, I think also amplifies the song for me. Um, as well as that, I think vocally this was also really cool because like as much as we all know EXO can just like sing their asses off, I like the fact that this one is more subtle in its approach. Like it's not as like show offy, like we're gonna go and do this crazy thing. It's just like really well put together vocals, and I think it obviously matches the energy of the track, but doesn't like again go out there and do stuff. Like they're talented vocalists, and by the sheer fact that them being a little reserved in this song, I think shows their ability to know how their vocals fit in a song, and they do a great job of putting that together. Um, as well as that, I think Chat mentioned this, and I was going to mention it as well. I love if I didn't know there was rappers a part of EXO, I would have never thought that because all of them sound really incredible. And I would hope that they do get to sing more, especially the ones that would be considered more, I guess, rappers a part of EXO. I imagine we'll probably get some more either in their solo material or, future streams. But I thought that was really impressive. Like just right out the gate, I thought that was super super cool to hear. And like again, if this was the first song that I checked out from EXO, I would have been like, wow, this group has incredible vocalists. They all sing and they're all really good. I think it's impressive to hear them kind of all be put together into one song and sing super well. So I was gonna point out Chen Yol. I feel like his vocals were super super cool in this song. So I would agree. Hizao. I was very impressed. Very impressed. For sure. And I also feel like the instrumental is just guitar. So like you have to be able to highlight your vocals super well. So yeah, I thought this is a sleeper song, but I definitely enjoy this one a lot. So appreciate the level of talent that you have to have for that. So kudos to EXO. But very nice. All right. And then it looks like it achieved the Triple Crown, winning first place 3 times at KBS Weekly Music Show Music Bank. Very nice. I love to see it. And I will check out Miracles in December probably on the Chaos stream. So come hang out for that. If not, I'll clip it up. Hopefully throw it up on YouTube here. So, all right. The next one we have on our list here is Lucky One. So I guess we're just cruising along here. So keep it going.
Yeah, this is their next double title track.
Double title track. Okay,
There's
cool.
this one and the next one.
Very nice. All right, let's go.
뜬다 널 찾아줄 지도를 들고 좌표를 따라 나서는 항로 No matter 좁힌 아침밤은 너를 향할 테니 너를 닮은 하늘은 아름다워 오늘도 이대로 너는 부셔 익숙한 듯 낯선 길 휘어버릴게 너와 나의 평행선 넘어 I don't mind 큰 파도에 밀려 이 항해의 끝에 내가 휘몰아치는 순간 내 세상에 멈춰서 넌 나의 only one 너를 발견한 순간 더 찬란히 빛나는 I'll be the lucky one 너와 나 이곳에 keep on coming 같은 시간 속에 하나 된 그 순간 We'll be the lucky ones Girl 비밀스럽게 숨겨둔 너의 고백 Just tell me right now 다가갈게 한 걸음 내 곁에 baby 오늘도 제대로 never go back 오직 나만 아는 룰 바꿔버릴게 너와 나의 평행선 넘어 I don't mind 큰 파도에 밀려 이 항해의 끝에 내가 몰아치는 순간 내 세상에 멈춰서 넌 나의 only one 너를 발견한 순간 더 찬란히 빛나는 I'll be the lucky one 너와 나 이곳에 keep on coming 같은 시간 속에 하나 된 그 순간 We'll be the lucky ones 수많은 사람 속 나의 lover 운이 좋게 찾은 내 글로벌 올 것 같은 얘기고 너란 행운도 멋지지 누가 뭐라 해도 널 알아갈수록 yeah let's go 공존할 수 없는 것은 없어 넌 나의 only one 너의 lucky one cause I 몰아치는 순간 내 세상에 멈춰서 넌 나의 only one 너를 발견한 순간 더 찬란히 빛나는 I'll be the lucky one 너와 나 이곳에 keep on coming 같은 시간 속에 하나 된 그 순간 We'll be the lucky ones I am the lucky one I am the lucky one
Oh, we're back to the hexagon again.
Nah, Clover.
Well, now it's a clover. Was it hexagon earlier? Huh. All right. That was EXO's Lucky One. If you're joining,
You know what else we're right back to?
bangers.
June. It's
banger.
another summer song.
Oh my god!
Ah, the flute. Ah.
Ah!
You should have known.
Should have known.
we knew. We knew
had
in
a
our
feeling.
heart.
Yeah, we knew. We knew it was a summer song
They
if
can't
it was
both
released.
be summer songs, can they?
Yeah, so I feel like not much else needs to be said on my end. I enjoyed this song. It's very funky, very, very funky. There are some really cool instrumental choices here. Especially there was one part where it sounded like they were using like the beep you would hear in like a hospital, like a heart monitor or
it
something,
was. Yep.
as a
I missed that.
sample, as like one of the synth samples, and then they pitched it to use it in other spots.
Mm-hmm.
If that's what they did, that's really cool. I like that kind of like like immersion, I guess,
Yeah.
or like commitment to the theme, whatever. This is fun. I thought the video was very entertaining. I really got a kick out of the one scene where it was just like a side profile of Kai standing there, and then he just starts dancing.
And then he just starts
yeah, and I was like, this is such a an odd shot, but it's like
Yes.
it's Kai. I'll watch Kai dance. I'm not gonna complain about it, but it was like it's such an odd shot. It's like a little uncanny.
It's all
I
uncanny, yeah.
literally, I put that in my notes as like Kai dancing at you, class 10 offensive move. Because I think the women were like the hospital attendants or
Yeah.
robots, I guess, because they were shown with
Yeah.
their heads blowing up, and I'm like, that's one way to take a robot down.
It is.
I didn't realize that they were wearing clear lab jackets, or like until
they're
they
kinda
started
fire.
running. I saw them and I had to giggle because it reminded me so much of JY Poppy's Plastic Pants.
Oh no.
Like, I don't think people actually wear clear lab jackets.
I don't think so.
Definitely not in hospitals,
No.
but not. Yeah.
Oh, I see
So-
it. Oh boy.
Yeah. I had to
Oh.
giggle. It was just it's one of those design choices that like they thought they ate, but I don't know. Otherwise the song itself is very it's groovy, it's fun. It doesn't require much to say like, oh, that's a good song, right? So another great use of their vocals, and we got some superpowers in the music video. So
Yeah,
I'm happy.
they continued the
Yeah,
lore.
sometimes I don't know because it's like a personal taste thing. It's hard for me to discern whether summer songs are just hard to hate kind of by nature, or if it's like they're hard to hate for me. I feel like like with a few exceptions, I feel like the summer song formula is kind of just like, unless you're like a maximalist K-pop listener and only thing you want to hear is like crazy noise all the time, I feel like they're kind of hard to hate almost no matter.
Right? That's how I
Yeah.
feel.
I feel like Youthful nailed you, Alex. This is Alex, winter song, I sleep. Summer song, I'm awake.
Yep, pretty much.
I would say that's
I
on
saw
point.
Austin Powers dancing at robots definitely works.
That's true,
True.
Ollie. As someone who just recently watched Austin Powers, I can.
Recently?
Well, I watched it. My girlfriend and I watched it because we were picking movies to watch, so we just picked Austin Powers.
Wow.
Yeah. Yeah. I don't know. I enjoyed it. I like it. Ollie does things says, to be honest, if I could dance like Kai, I'd dance everywhere too. That's true.
Yeah.
Fair. For me, don't have much to say. I think this is a super catchy song. Summer songs are just fun inherently, and I feel like this one continues on with that great trend. I enjoyed the rap section. I think that was kind of, I think it was like snuck in there well enough where I was like, ooh, this is a nice change up. I didn't even really notice it, and like by the time it finished out, I was like, oh, that was actually really sick. I enjoyed that a lot. So it does kind of sneak up on you, but I think it worked out really well, and I think it fits the flow of the song super well, which is always really impressive to me. But yeah, I thought this was super super catchy, and you know, hopefully it gets a little bit more love now, you know, if it hasn't already, because it's very fun. And I also like that they continued the lore. There was definitely some bits that I've picked up from obviously watching a couple of these music videos so far that I'm like, oh, cool. They're like showing off their abilities and powers and stuff. So very nice. But yeah, kudos, 2 thumbs up, enjoyed. So, it says, Sarah says, too bad the summer songs have yet to include water. Don't worry, I'm sure we're gonna get some more
Well,
summer
they
songs for water.
do in a
Well,
way.
if we have a water member,
Yeah,
then
we have a water
Yeah.
member.
man, we
There
can't
was-
exclude them.
There was one scene. I don't
Who
know
is
if
the
I
water
can...
member? Drop the name.
Hopefully, the water member is still in the group.
Oh no.
Let me see.
Suho,
Oh, this
okay.
this was
Oh,
the scene
alright,
that I
alright.
saw. This was the scene that I saw. I was like,
Oh.
wait, he's forming water in his hand, and then I saw for a split second that they like formed cups and they started drinking the water. I was like, this is like hydrate up, you know. So there you go. Yeah, youthful guy. One member created water in this video. I found it. I got it. So, water plus magic. Yep. Let's go. All right. Let's keep it moving. I think the next one we have on our list is Monster. So, let's keep it going.
Man, it's really time.
It is really time.
She got me going crazy. 외심장이 뛰네. 넌 아름다워 나의 goddess. 닫혀있지, yeah, yeah. 두드릴 테니 날 들여보낼래. 감춰진 스릴을 줄게. 씹어버리는 게 I'm sorry you make me so crazy you know you do
Yeah, 모두 날 두려워해 So I'm untouchable man 근데 내 진심은 왜 결국엔 날 거부 못해 숨어서 저보다가 깜짝 놀라지 내게 난 티노미 같은 난 내 존재의 일부 날 그대로 받아들여 너의 두려움 걱정은 접어들여 네가 견딜만 한 고통을 누려 더 깊이 빠져들어 널 맘대로 가지고 놀아 내 손에서 맘껏 놀아 도망가지만 난 영원히 맴돌아 You can call me monster
I'm creeping in your heart 뒤집고 무너뜨리고 삼켜 그래 넌 훔쳤단 미해
날 마주쳐 놓을 거야
네 맘속에 각인된 채 영원히 여기 살래 그러니까 you call me monster
네 맘으로 들어갈
creeping 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 yeah creeping
Whew. All right, that was EXO Monster. If you're hanging out, thanks for hanging.
So I told this story on stream before, but there was a time when I wanted to break out of K-pop and get into other international genres. I found a really sick song sung in Spanish, and I kept it on a playlist for about a month. And then I finally looked into it and found out that it was a Spanish cover of EXO's Monster. And the amount of shame I felt as I had to remove that song from my playlist and add in more K-pop. And I was like, I guess this is it for me.
Wow.
I'm just glad it didn't come on with like an XOL next to me saying like, oh, have you checked out this song? This is a sick Spanish song, right?
And they're like, "Oh my God, have you not
And
checked
they're
out
like,
EXO?
oh honey.
If you
That would've
only
been the
knew."
worst. That would have been no. I legitimately love this song. It's just so it. I'm trying to find a different word from fun because they're all fun,
Yeah.
but something about it like drives you. It's like it's not super fast, but it has the same tension as a fast song. I don't know how else to explain
Okay.
it. And yeah, I feel like anyone could like this regardless of what language they speak.
Well, yeah. Now it's the case. So, Alex, you
Oh,
wanna
and
go
I was
next?
also gonna say, damn, Baekhyun and Chanyeol's rap verse was probably the best rap verse I've heard tonight.
Ooh. Okay.
Yeah.
Very nice.
Yep. I also agree that rap verse is crazy. That whole part is cool, just like the way he enters in like the music video. I don't know. Everything about this whole video song. I don't know. It's really cool. I can't think of like a better word to describe it.
As a whole.
This is like,
Cool. I like
yeah,
it.
it's so cool. This is another one of those songs I think that is like a classic. It has cemented its like icon status in K-pop, I think. I think at least like obviously I'm not the huge EXO fan, but I listened to the song a lot when it came out. I know it did super well, and I'm a fan. It's very I don't even know what about it. I was listening to like your guys' points, and I agree, but I don't really know what particularly about this song that I love so much. That's like what I kind of have trouble drawing is like it's really catchy. The vocal harmonies are great. Obviously, I do agree with Therese. It is probably some of the best rap I think we've for sure heard tonight, and like probably some of the best like EXO rap that I know of in general. Like B sides aside, because I don't really know B sides. But I don't know. There's something. Maybe it's like nostalgia or something that is giving me some
It's got
extra.
that sauce.
Yeah, some extra points or something. I don't know. It's such a fun song.
I think for me, since obviously I don't have the nostalgia to go off of, and chat was saying, "Oh, this is the best EXO song. This is a great song. This is a great song." And I'm listening to like the first part of the song. I'm like, okay. I'm like, this is good. I'm liking it. I'm vibing with it. And we get into the second verse, and I'm like, okay, this is still good. I still like it. And I was like, man, I don't know. Are they just like, am I just like believing what chat's telling me of this being a good song, right? So I was like, I don't know. But once we got into like the second chorus, and then that second chorus transitioning into the bridge, I was like, ooh, okay, something's changing here. And that was kind of noticing like the shift of the energy of the song. And then by the end of it, I was like, nah, that chorus is great. The way that they kind of popped off at the end, I think just cemented that for me. But I think this is a slow burn initially. Like, and I don't know if anybody else maybe felt that way when they first listened to this song, but I think from my perspective, it's like it just kind of builds and builds and builds to you like are expecting it to kind of just hit a plateau in the song, but then they like break through that plateau and hit you to the next like section of the song. And so I find that really impressive because I was thinking, ah, man, there's no way that this song could be as good as Chat and like obviously Therese and Alex have been saying about the song. And then for me to kind of come full circle and be like, nah, this is as good as people had said it was. And so I was really impressed at like from the bridge on. I thought that was super, super cool. Chenyol and Sehun were incredible. But I also get to give a shout outs to Chen as well. And then Lei and Kai at the end of the song. They were all like super, super vocally impressive. And there was just some really great like ad lib moments that I just was just again really, really, really impressed with. And I think the rap section just added that extra wind to my sails of like, okay, this is great. That final chorus just hits that much more because there's so much energy that you build up in that bridge to get you to that final section of the song. So definitely a great track, and extremely like vocal flex heavy as well too. So I gotta give them a lot of credit because this really highlights a lot of their skills as a group. So yeah, I was thoroughly impressed. I think Yufo said it best. The song just gets better and better as it goes on. It's a huge crescendo the entire time. So very cool. Sarah says my embarrassing EXO anecdote is I first started listening to K-pop when Dan Howell, aka Dan is not fire, said he likes EXO. Do you know who that is, Teresa? I don't know who that is.
No, but I feel like that's a similar sentiment to a lot of people that get into K-pop.
Oh, okay.
Like, oh, well, if John Cena says it's cool, then it must be cool.
I only know it because Alex said, "Hey, you should start doing K-pop stuff on your channel." I said, "Okay, why not?"
It was that easy.
Easy.
It was that easy. Yeah. He was just like, "Oh, I think you would like this," and I was like, "Okay, cool." And then we did Dreamcatcher as the first one, so it was easy. His Al says he's a really
Classic
popular
transitional group.
classic. Yeah. Well, I was gonna say it worked. Yeah. So, Kayla, he says, and look where we are now. Yeah. We love to see it.
Yeah.
The odd intersection of metalheads and K-pop. That's what
There's
you'll
a
come to
pipeline.
know. That's what you'll come to
Yep.
know, Ollie. Very true. He was a very popular YouTuber during the British YouTube days. He recently made a comeback with his friend to the YouTube scene.
Friend quotation marks.
Oh,
What kind of friend?
yikes.
Anyway,
yes. We are going to get into Lotto, which is the next one. So, is this is the next release, Therese?
this
so.
is the repackaged title.
Ooh, okay. Very nice. All right. Let's keep it moving.
시선을 피해서가 yeah. 모든 걸 걸어야만 할 테니까 스쳐만 봐도 oh yeah. 다른 여자와는 화가 알아 뒤돌아봐도 분명 내게 찾아오는 립스틱 셔터 와인빛 컬러 라라라라 하얀 샴페인 버블의 샤워 라라라라 평생에 한 번일지도 몰라 꾹 참았던 본능이 튀어올라 어쩌나 I just hit the lotto 너는 내가 마치 실력 같은 원료 속에 맘을 던지겠나 다른 사람들은 이제 popcorn 입에 너한 채 우릴 쳐다봐 Oh baby 멀리서 들려오는 소리 No way No way No way No 즐겨봐 Oh yeah 모든 게 바뀌어 Oh yeah 오늘부턴 공기도 다 알아 세상이 바뀌어 밤하늘의 눈빛별 립스틱 셔터 와인빛 컬러 라라라라 하얀 샴페인 버블의 샤워 라라라라 평생에 한 번일지도 몰라 꾹 참았던 본능이 튀어올라 널 향해 소리 질러 louder 이 순간을 놓치지 마 We're going crazy my lucky lady 또 한 번 기억될 나를 지금도 눈 먹기 말라 내게 줄게 아직 많아 I don't need no money 너만 있으면 돼 시간 전이 원하는 걸 모든 것을 걸어내 립스틱 셔터 와인빛 컬러 하얀 샴페인 버블의 샤워 평생에 한 번일지도 몰라 꾹 참았던 본능이 튀어올라 어쩌나 I just hit the lotto Yeah, yeah, yeah. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Just hit the lotto, yeah. Lotto, yeah. Yeah, 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 yeah. Yeah, yeah, yeah. The lotto, yeah. Lotto, la, la, la.
Interesting. All right. Well, this was EXO's Lotto. You're hanging out.
All right. This is my certified stinker of the night. I have not heard it before. And I'll say I have one problem that is a pretty glaring problem that is not redeemable in this song for me. And it is you ruined all of my good vocalists' vocals with the
you.
autotune. The autotune was fine for rappers, the autotune was fine for some style stuff. Why can I not tell who is singing? I don't know what anybody sounds like. I cannot discern one member from another. Their voices are beautiful without autotune. Why did you put it on the whole song? You ruined it. And also the dance break instrumental in this sounds like Turn Down for What? Like literally it is. Go listen to the drop from Turn Down for What, and it's pretty much
Oh
that.
my god, I couldn't put those together. Oh shit.
Oh, okay. I'm on a similar path line. In a way, this sounds so much like an SM repackaged song. I'm looking at Baekhyun's beautiful vocals absolutely mangled on the floor and caged behind a paywall, and I can't help but feel a little bit angry. Like,
That is a crazy frame.
I'm just gonna say this is us looking at the comments for this song.
yeah, nah. Gosh. I'll take your guys' word for it. I bet the live goes pretty
I was
hard
gonna say
without
that
the
live gotta go
auto-tune.
hard.
I believe it too. We're not judging live.
And I understand that, like, they obviously were trying something different. They're seasoned enough that they can do that now. But you gotta think about like the fans and why the fans love EXO different from other K-pop groups, right? Like it seems like there was a disconnect because they could have had I don't know, dried out club banger with their typical vocals, I feel like. But that's what they decided to release, so that's their choice. I do feel a little bit robbed. The beat was pretty fun though.
You know, I said earlier in the stream that like good vocals can't make every song good, but like the good vocals here
They can
could
make a
have made
bad song.
yeah, they bad vocals can make a good song bad.
Yes.
Mm,
Very well said.
claps, claps, claps. We love to see it. Did they just need a ring ding dong auto tune song?
Hey, Ring Ding Dong was special.
I will say I've listened to that song more and more, and I'm just
It
like,
was
I
so
like this.
good.
I still love it. I'm not gonna lie. It's so good.
That's
I'll
special. That's a
I'll
song
die on that
made
hill.
for auto-tune, you know?
I'll
This
die
one
on that
didn't need
hill.
to be. Yeah.
I'll die on that hill. I like that song a lot. This one, however, I think I agree with Alex's sentiment. I find that this song, at least for me, is like I couldn't help but think the entirety of the song, man, I wonder what this would sound like without autotune.
Oh,
Like,
yeah.
and I think that unfortunately is like, I think a little sad because like I think the song itself was like not that bad instrumentally. Like the dance break section, I did not really register turn down to what, but now I'm only think about that now. Um, but I do think that the song had good stuff going on in it, arguably, and I just think that like again, I understand it was for a stylistic choice and like they wanted to do something different, and I respect their musical integrity for that. I just feel like it to me is like if we've gone through 11 other songs where I'm like vocals, just kiss, delish, I'm like I'm not gonna.
It's the back to back. I'm
It's
like,
the
oh,
dichotomy. It's the
yeah.
dichotomy of like, man, why are you, it's like I guess Alex did it well, but I'll even say it maybe a little bit better. But it's like if you have like the perfect dish and you put like some shit on top of it that like ruins it. Like you're just like, oh man,
Oh.
I love this slice of like pizza or something, right? And then someone's like, oh cool, I'm gonna sprinkle some shit on it. That you're like, bro, it tastes good, like as it is, perfection. Like why would you
Hey,
ruin
some
it?
people like pineapples.
Hey,
Some people like pineapples on pizza.
that's true. That's true. Respect.
Can't blame the pineapples, you know.
Can't blame the pineapples, but to me it's like it is very interesting. So I think
You
that
can't
kind of it's interesting.
you
I will
can't blame. Sorry.
No, go ahead, shoot, Alex.
I was just gonna make a food reference. I was like, just gonna say you can't blame the pizza. You got to blame the chefs. The chefs are the
The
management
chef's
production team,
yeah,
and
Yeah.
EXO are the pizza slices.
they are the pizza slices.
You
The
You're
can't
right.
be. You
12
can't.
evenly
The
sliced pizza.
the 9 pizza slices. Yeah,
Yeah. Well, yeah. You don't get mad at the pizza. You get mad at the person who made the pizza.
Yeah.
that's true.
Um,
Well, let's get mad at SM.
Chitao said, I wish they would have reduced it a bit so that it wasn't present in the whole song. Big agree. Sarah said, this one is my favorite of the night. So we're wrong, guys. We
We're
gotta
wrong.
listen
Oh
to Sarah.
shit. Oh, you're right.
Ollie said this is the last video that had Lay throughout it, right? That's sad. Lay comes back
Oh.
later on. I know Lay does participate in other releases later on, but if Lay's on a hiatus at this point, I'll be sad. A group hiatus.
Yeah. Gunky said, "Can we at least agree that this is still way better than Ice Cream or the Novice song?"
Agreed.
I would also agree that. Yeah, I'm saying on the lowest scale, this is not my favorite song, but on the best scale, it's the best song if you're putting it in that category.
Like Ice Cream, the Somi song.
Yes, Ice Cream the Somi song. Yeah.
Yeah, this song isn't down there. They just made a bad auto-tune choice.
They did make a bad auto choice. Yeah, that is true.
Lay is like in and out of releases. Well, he's a busy guy.
That's true. That's true. All right. Well, it looks like they also won 7 times with this with this song. So
Wow.
must have
But
done well for
I bet
them.
they performed it live all those times.
Ooh! That's true. That's true. Also, I will say I like pineapple and pizza, so I'll die on that
Me
hill.
too.
So
I like it.
cool.
Yeah, not a hater.
Let's
Especially
go.
with hot sauce. Mm,
Oh yeah.
yeah.
For pepperoni. Ooh, delish. Do it
Mm,
up.
My
mm.
ham, the classic Hawaiian.
Yeah,
Nah, you
classic
gotta
ham
you
pineapple.
gotta
classic.
you gotta do the
Or
pepperoni.
bacon.
That's lit.
Oh, I like bacon. Bacon's my favorite.
Okay. Well, there we go. Now I'm hungry. All right.
Look, we have so many different tastes in food and music.
Yeah, hey, let's go. Let's go. All right. Ooh, Sarah said
Speaking of
pepperoni.
Lay.
Speaking of Lay, we've got the final one,
Oh yeah.
which is
Solo
Lose Control.
debut. Taco meat. Oh yeah.
Ooh, taco bean sounds dope. All right, cool. Well, we might lose control with Lay, so let's go.
This is all done by Lay. Dang.
Big respect.
He really is a busy guy.
He isn't laying down.
别多想，你就这样把我，午夜你属于我，baby，不用交出你的心，我想用嘴唇对指感应。哦，你头发缠绕耳朵，baby，你眼睛没闪躲，对我说，你要我吻你的头，你要我吻你的手。别把你从梦里惊醒，别把温柔留到天亮以后。你的无助和冷漠填满了欲望颤抖，寂寞叹息和流放不应十指紧扣。爱就这么荒唐，就你是在说谎。You do it, how to do it， 不懂该怎么收场。Baby no no， 但你一直 lose control。一直 lose control，baby， 我放弃抵抗，就让狂流释放。你要的，我放肆表演，尽情的 lose control。紧握你手，你抬起头，丢掉感情后的纽扣，舍弃温柔。你要我吻你额头，我却想吻你的手，让你沉醉在这世界天亮后。感觉呼吸的频率告诉我一切在继续，闭上眼我去感觉浪漫气氛的借口。你说不想离开，我也走不出来。You do it, how to do it， 不懂该怎么收场。Baby no no， 但你一直 lose control， 一直 lose control。Baby 我放弃抵抗，就让狂流释放。你要的，我放肆表演，尽情的 lose control。我和你在一起，呼吸是梦境，是幻境，不确定。梦中的迷离，那永远的秘密，你无法去说明。我和你在一起，呼吸。是梦境，是幻境，不确定。那相融的生命，那永远的秘密，你无法去说明。Oh baby no no， baby no no， 但你一直 lose control， 一直 lose control。Baby 我放弃抵抗，就让狂流释放。你要的，我放肆表演，尽情的 lose control。Baby no no， 但你一直 lose control， 一直 lose control。Baby 我放弃抵抗，就让狂流释放。你要的，我放肆表演，尽情的 lose control。Yeah， oh girl，wanna lose control。
Oh, baby,
I just wanna have you, girl.
lose control.
Wow. Hmm. Wow. All right. Well, that was Lay's Lose Control. Very nice.
Mm. Something about the set with the pictures reminded me of like an intro to a science video. You guys know what I'm talking about?
Yes.
um so I've listened to a bit of Lay's solo stuff, but I haven't heard this one.
Okay.
And I think it's interesting because it hasn't changed much. Like I assume this is his first time composing, arranging, doing everything for his own solo stuff, but obviously if he's done more, let me know. I think I see a pattern of him tending to use like delicate instruments with kind of like sick beats.
Mm.
And to me, it creates like the texture of crunchy peanut butter. It's even like sweet with a little bit of salt. Like it's it's crunchy peanut butter. um it's very nice, and I think it's something I haven't explored a ton of in the K-pop sphere, at least. So I appreciate him. He's a good dancer. He dancing in water.
He'd be
Alex
dancing in
loves
water.
that.
Alex was enjoying that moment.
I did like that part.
Yeah. What else did you like, Alex?
Ooh, music video is really beautiful. It's nicely shot. Um, uh,
Okay.
Oh.
This was too hard for him, apparently.
Everyone's like,
All right.
ooh,
I'm blowing it out of proportion. I'm being a little dramatic. The song's really not for me. I'm gonna be honest.
That's fair.
It is not a bad song. I mean, it's like a very easy, like chill R&B track. The beat is very nice. The drums are very clean. The like I said, the music video is shot really well. The vocals are great. That belt at the end was the belt into the vocal run was really impressive. There's nothing wrong with the song. It's just not really for me. I have heard I think some other Lay songs that I have liked more than this. So you know, nothing against Lay, obviously, but yeah, not my number one.
Hey, that's
I
fair.
mean, I think it's typical, like, if it's a person's first track and they just keep getting better and better, we end up liking a lot of the later tracks more.
Yeah. I think to me this one was pretty solid. I'm very curious to see obviously his growth as an artist, and also at least my distinction of his voice going further in EXO, just because it's cool to kind of have these solo songs like sprinkled in to doing these deep dives, because I think it allows me to understand their like vocal tonalities and kind of where they sit within the group a little bit better. But I thought this was pretty solid. I enjoyed it. I liked his like styling. I think that cool kind of like R&B like acoustic guitar riff was just really nice. I think they did a great job of like does a great job of like taking a backseat in terms of instrumentation, obviously having the vocals be more of the focal point in this song. So I really do appreciate that a lot, and I think that's what I've noticed a lot in earlier EXO material that we've talked about in this stream. So I feel like it's so interesting to see that same sort of approach with his solo music. So I got to give him a lot of credit for that. But yeah, I thought it was beautifully arranged. I like his vocal styling. But I'm also very curious to see how much more his vocals grow, because this is his first solo release, and I imagine this came out 7 years ago, so not terrible. Still a decent bit of time ago, but obviously your vocals get better over time. So I'm curious to see how much I will like or look forward to listening to his more current material, or like, obviously as he grows as an artist. So but yeah, overall I thought this was very solid. I enjoyed it a lot. He's got a really sweet tone, and I hope that shines a little bit more in more EXO material that we dive into. So very solid. Teresa? Oh yeah, you Teresa went. Okay, cool.
Crunchy peanut butter.
Crunchy peanut butter. I'm losing my mind. It says Lay's most recent album is I absolutely love. Dude has gotten better and better throughout his career. His album says he did not have a lot of lines in EXO, to be honest, but it was so nice to have his music as a soloist to hear him more. That's basically the sentiments that I took away from this song, which is really cool, and I like the fact that groups at this point get to the where they get to break off and do their own thing. It's so cool to see them kind of do different things from what you typically know them to do. So, Sheep was very interesting. I do remember that Lay song. That was a very interesting song for sure. That will be cut up in a stream in the future. So, but yeah, very nice. We will be getting into more EXO stuff, I guess, next Wednesday potentially. So, if you want to come back, hang out, that'd be really sick. But yeah, in terms of, I guess, our top threes for tonight, do we have a?
Oh, right.
Do you have a list?
Ooh, forgot about that.
Let's see.
This is tough.
What are your guys' top threes so I am not just copying and pasting?
Well, I feel like we
Oh,
all.
mine's really easy.
Oh, go ahead.
Oh,
Alex,
I was
sorry.
asking chat.
Oh, okay.
I don't care about
Oh, shit.
Damn.
I'm gonna go.
Shoot, Alex, do it.
Oh, am I
I
gonna?
think I got
Okay.
mine. I think I got mine.
Oh,
All right. Monsters number 1. Mama's number 2. Love Me Right's number 3.
ooh, okay.
I'm pretty close. Ish. I've got Mama number 1 and Love Me Right number 2 and Overdose number 3.
Ooh, okay.
Yep. Fair.
I think we're gonna go for the 3P. I'm also doing Mama. I will choose Love Me Right and ooh, this is tough. I'm gonna say Call Me
This is
Baby.
my favorite.
Whoa.
I
Woo!
feel like
No
those were
monster. Crazy.
Monster
Wait,
was
what was
really
your first
good.
one?
Mama.
Oh, good.
Yeah. There's no way I
On
could
the
have left
right
that one off.
side of history.
There's no way I could keep that one off. Though I will give an honorable mention to the acoustic one that they did, which I believe was
Oh yeah, the winter special.
Winter Special. Yeah, that one was incredible.
Sing for you.
Sing for you.
Yeah.
Yep, that was great.
I will tease, at least for myself, that I think most of my top 5 EXO songs are yet to come.
In the back half, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Mhm.
I would double down on that, even though Mama
Ooh.
might be my top. I have to think about it.
Mama might sneak its way in
Yeah.
and push something out of my top 5 after re-listening today.
Ooh, okay, okay, let's go.
It's good.
Well,
It's the Avatar intro that's stuck with me.
very nice. Very nice. Well, if you joined us for part 1, thanks for hanging out. Come join us for these parts. We do them live on Twitch. If you're unaware, that is the best way to come hang out, give your opinions, do all your stuff. It'd be really cool. As well as that, we also have a link to our Discord. They're always in the description as well of the video. So come hang out, come join like-minded people. It's always really fun to chat with y'all. In terms of wrap-ups, things that we gotta do, I do plan on streaming at least, I think, possibly Friday and Saturday for Chaos streams, since y'all want that. So come hang out. Be doing that. We haven't done one of those in quite a minute, so be really sick. as well as that Monday, I don't know what we're doing. I imagine it's probably going to be Teresa and I. So I imagine we'll probably
We'll
be
see.
doing another. We'll figure it out. If
We'll
not,
see.
it might also be
50-50 on me.
50-50 on Alex. So we'll see what happens. But yeah, keep us posted. We'll keep you posted on what's going on. And then obviously we'll be getting back into EXO next week. So come join us if you haven't. Be really sick. But yeah, thanks for hanging. I don't know if we have anything else to talk about, but I think that might be it. It looks like Sarah might be hitting 100K, so we might be getting our next stream soon.
Holy shit.
So
Time to dive into the group. I think I know what we're diving into.
I think we know what we're doing. So yep. So yeah, come join us for that. And also, if you have seen our streams, come hang out and chat. That's where you get the channel points. And then if you get 100K, you basically get to tell us who we're deep diving into. So be really sick. So come join our community. Really sick. And thanks guys for hanging out. And we'll see y'all on the next stream Friday, potentially. So have a good night.
Goodbye, everyone.